Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. OnlyFacts Sports. You already know Arsenal versus Chelsea EFL Cup semi-final. What can we say? What can we say? We're going to have all the usual haters in the chat, but this is the closest that we are currently going to be. Well, this is the closest we are currently, I should say, to some type of silverware for an Arsenal fan. We get through this game, no matter how ugly or scrappy it is. We've got some injuries to deal with, but we get through this game, and then it's just 90 minutes at Wembley for us. And you've got to say for Arsenal, even during the Banter era, the late Wenger era, obviously under Mikel as well, our record at Wembley is very good. Our record at Wembley is very, very good. If we can just get to Wembley, I will always back us to win a game at Wembley. There's games we've won when we've had Aaron Ramsey and Santi Cazorla and not the best teams around us. Do you know what I'm saying? Coquelin and Real. We've had teams that have underperformed, but if we can get to a Wembley final, I always back Arsenal and Mikel Arteta in a Wembley final. Now, it could be a bit topsy turvy. It could be a bit upside down because right now, Man City are not doing that well. And you'd have to see at the end of the season, or when this game happens, it wouldn't be at the end of the season, it'd be before the end of the season. If Arsenal were to get through Chelsea and went to the final, would Arsenal actually be the favourites? And it'd be a long time since you've actually gone to Wembley and been the favourites. Normally, we're expected not to do so well. But like I say, in recent years, we've gone there and not necessarily been on top. So it'd be good to see what this Arsenal team looks like under the pressure, under the lights, expected to win against an underperforming Man City side, which is obviously still full of unbelievable talent. But today, we just got to get through Chelsea. We've got a 1-0, well, 3-2, but 1-0 kind of upper hand on them. But we're at home. Got some changes, a couple of big injuries. Obviously, Marino injured, going to have surgery on his foot, could be out for a while. Saka also going to be out at least until March. So hopefully he comes back better. Hopefully the actual little break does his kind of fitness and freshness some good. And sometimes, you get a really, really little muscle injury niggle. It'd be good if we can ride out February and have him back performing a lot better, a lot more firing to the standard that we know that he can be at. Do you know what I'm saying? But shout out to the man them, like the video, subscribe to the channel. What are you saying to the man them that's in the chat? Did you see what Miller said? What Miller chats so much shit, I don't even know what you're referring to because he just chats endlessly. Fulham, I thought, were good under adversity. Fulham, good side. Sesko improving his finishing. Sesko's finishing's always been decent. But it's his movement, it's his ability to hold up the ball, it's his ability to find himself in spaces. It's really difficult in the Premier League to go and find yourself in a good amount of space without having to be physical with defenders. And I think that him and Gyökeres are both struggling with that, dealing with the level of physicality that's there in this league. Only United have tested Arsenal this season at the Emirates. You guys definitely given us the best game at the Emirates, but I think other people have kind of tested us a bit, but you guys have definitely tested us the most, I would say. Let me get into the teams, because like I say, there's a couple of changes in the teams as well. I think it looks like Esteval's back. I know Esteval was injured, Cole Palmer. Miller said the hair unit cost him 700 USD. No, Miller chatting so much nonsense, yeah. Miller was saying that he only just got his hair transplant or his hair done the other day, and he's always had natural hair, blah, blah, blah. He's waffling, bro. He's waffling. But let's get into the starting 11s for Arsenal. Kepa in goal, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and Hincapié at left back. Eze gets a start, Zubimendi, Rice. It'd be interesting to see what happens. Eze needs minutes, but he also needs to perform. For me, Eze's been a little bit underwhelming. Eze and Gyökeres, I don't want to just give Mikel Arteta blank checks to do whatever he wants, but it does seem like Gyökeres and Eze were both club signings more than Mikel Arteta signings. We know that Mikel Arteta wanted Benjamin Sesko. The payment situation was not what Leipzig wanted, and Berta was the person really driving the Gyökeres signing. So, and Eze, I think something similar. Obviously, there's an element of not wanting him to go to Spurs, and we do need an extra midfield body. But Eze, for me, just seems to drift in and out of games, seems to do a lot of what we don't like about Erdegaard, which is just keeping the ball ticking, keeping it kind of safe. And we actually thought that we were getting someone who was a bit more of a gambler. And he doesn't really seem to be that gambler. at the moment. And then we got Gyökeres up top with Martinelli and Madueke. And I think Martinelli and Madueke are probably where we're going to get most of our success, to be fair. Maybe Eze can put out a big game, but let's see. And like Mr. said in the chat, they're going for a back five, Chelsea. So Sanchez in goal, back three of Hato, Chalobah, Fofana, decent, but not setting the world on fire, which sums Chelsea up really. Gusto, right wing back, Cucurella, left wing back, not massively bothered by that, to be fair. More Gusto than Cucurella going forward. I think Cucurella's a better defender than people give him credit for, but Gusto's probably going to be the one going forward a little bit more. Fernandez, Santos and Caicedo in the midfield. Actually, a very solid, very balanced midfield. I don't mind that. You've got a 6, you've got an 8, you've got a 10. Regardless of what you think about Enzo Fernandez, he's a decent 8. I don't think he's obviously the price tag. He hasn't hit those levels, but he's not a bad player, and he can find a goal. Andre Santos similar. Pedro and Delap both up top. I think that it's actually quite an attacking team. I think they've got like 4 attackers in Gusto. Well, 5. They've got Gusto. I think maybe the 4 attackers will be Pedro, Delap, Andre Santos, and probably Gusto. Like I said, I don't think I'll see Cucurella attacking quite so much. But it'll be interesting to see how they maintain that shape on and off the ball. And it looks like they're going to try and, grind us out, really. They're going to go back 5. They're going to give us the ball. They're going to let us be the people that are driving the ball and trying to break them down. And they're going to look to be compact and probably hit on the break. With regards to them hitting on the counter attack, I will say I don't know who's going to be their primary ball carrier. If they hit on the break, they're probably going to need Andre Santos. If not Andre Santos, then Gusto. But other than that, I really don't see who's going to carry the ball forwards. If we lose the ball, if we lose the ball, which we will at some point, it's a game of football. It needs to be as far up the pitch as possible to make sure that they don't break on us, or when they do break on us, there's enough space there. And Rice being the 8 mopping up, I'm still not convinced about Zubimendi sitting in the 6th position. Just not a big fan of it, but that's what we've got to go with at the moment. In terms of the bench, we still got Calafiori, Havertz, Miles Lewis-Skelly. It'd be great to see him in midfield. Norgard, I think he deserves some really good first team minutes as well. Ben White, Jesus, Trossard. I think this is a game that's definitely going to call out for Havertz at some point, and maybe Calafiori as well. But I think Havertz has a good record of scoring against Chelsea since leaving and coming to us. But also, I think that he can be a really good target man in the box, and sometimes we might need that to break down a very stubborn back 5. They've got Esteban on the bench, Garnacho on the bench. And I think those guys will probably feature. They'll probably feature a little bit later on, but obviously to start the game, Chelsea are obviously looking to go compact and just try and grind us out a little bit. I've gone 3-1 Arsenal, go Wembley after 6 years. Yeah, like I say, if we can get to Wembley, I back us in a final against anybody, and it would probably be against Newcastle. Probably could be against Manchester City. I can't remember the aggregate in their other game. I feel like Man City were 1-0 up, but I can't remember. What was the score in the first leg? 2-0. So it's 2-0 to Man City, and then they play at home. Look, a lot of people call Arsenal bottlers. A lot of people talk about Arsenal, but you've got to say at this stage in a semi-final against Newcastle, 2-0 up, if Man City don't qualify from here to get to the final, that would be a bottling, in my opinion. 2-0 up going into 90 minutes to play at home would be a nightmare. Did you watch the Fulham game? I thought Cunha was okay. Bruno, 12 assists, 8 assists from Henry. Can he do it with 15 games breaking the assist record? He definitely can. He definitely can. The breaking the assist record isn't even the thing. I think it's crazy to see the numbers that Bruno's put up, even in an underperforming side. Do you know what I mean? In a side like what's it called, managed by Emery, and the negativity and the kind of football that he was playing, to still be able to pull off those numbers. Bruno's numbers. There's a lot about his style that you can criticize. There's a lot about his attitude that you can criticize, but the numbers that he puts up are serious. Do you know what I mean? There's nobody can deny the guy's numbers. Now, how much you sacrifice from a player like Bruno when you're, how much you have to kind of carry him a little bit for the sake of other players in the team, that's a conversation to be had. But Bruno's numbers are phenomenal, no doubt about it. AT, what are you saying? We're here, man. You backing your boys today? Are you backing your boys today? Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Ahmad, what are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? Drop your predictions in the chat. We're 20 minutes away from kickoff. Mustafa's already said 3-1. He thinks. I think you guys are looking to obviously soak up pressure, be defensive, be compact, get to a certain point in the game when get to a certain point in the game where you want to start counter attacking, and we'll see that. We'll see Esteval come on. We'll see Garnacho come on. I think Esteval coming, obviously Garnacho came on and was dangerous last time. I think Esteval as well, coming back from injury, I think if you can, he's going to have the energy that he wants to play 90 minutes. Obviously with fitness issues and injuries, he can't. But if you can try to get Esteval to cram 90 minutes of a performance into 20 minutes of football, I think that could be really, when you bring him on, he's going to be raring to go. I could see that. I mean, you've got talent on the bench, not like, not massive talent, but you've got Esteval, you've got Cole Palmer to come off the bench. If you can be compact and not, I think the thinking from Liam Senior probably is we cannot let Arsenal score first. I think the feeling is at home, if Arsenal score first, we can definitely take the tie away from you. And he's not going to score first, which is probably some of your frustration, is he's not set out a team to say, go and score first. He set out a team to say, okay, be compact, get to maybe halftime and get to halftime without conceding. And then in the second half, we'll kick on and try and get a goal and pull it back to level. So I can see the frustration, but you got to see, you got to look at it from Liam Rosenior's perspective. And to be fair, Arsenal, we've been conceding goals at home. Do you mean we conceded 2 to Kyra? We didn't concede any against Leeds. We conceded 3 to Man United. So this Arsenal team with Calafiori injured is not the same as it was maybe earlier on in the season. That's just what it is. I'm really excited to see Martinelli get a start. It's been a while since he started. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. I thought you'd have that feeling. Do you know what I mean? Your best shout is to try and score. Try and score early. I can see why you'd think that. Like I say, from a manager's perspective, I can see what he's trying to think of. Like I say, it's basic, innit? Let's go 5 at the back, let's soak up pressure, and later on we'll try and do that. Is he playing Pedro behind the striker? The striker is Liam Delap, so Pedro probably don't want to be behind him, because being behind Liam Delap can get you into all types of trouble. But yeah. No, it just looks like it's 2 up top. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like it's 2 up top. If Noni to score 8, will be fuming. If Noni scores, I'll never appear on this channel again. Now that's cap. That's cap. Because if Noni scores and then we don't win the final, you'll be here. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll be there. Why is there no choice for 0 trophy? Because I'm manifesting, and I'm not trying to manifest my club to win 0 trophies. I'm manifesting my club to win trophies. Do you know what I'm saying? I think we win 2 trophies this year. I do. I think we win 2 trophies this year. I don't know what trophies, but I do think we win 2 trophies this year. Do you mean? Put a like on the video, to be fair. Fairs, you're right. Yeah, bro. When we next drop points, you won't be able to help yourself. You'll be back. But like, you ain't replied though, man. I called you the other day and offered you 15 mil plus. What player can we give you? We can't even give you no players. 18 mil for Esteval. What are you saying? What are you saying about that, AT? I'll chuck you 20 mil. Final offer. You just give us little Esteval. Do you know what I'm saying? Do a little deal with us, man. Esteval for 20 mil, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Let us free him, man. Let us free him from them shackles. Them Chelsea. Let's free him from them shackles, man. Let him play for a little North London forever. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Pedro is good at 10. 18 M's for Esteval, and add-ons must be 200 M's. Yeah, right, bro. I ain't paying to get your club out of debt. Esteval dies at Arsenal still. I disagree. But we'll see. We will see. I think Pedro is good as a 10. Pedro is good as a 10, but I think he's going to go 2 strikers. I think he's going to try and use the wing backs, get up the pitch nice and quick. And I think he's going to use Gusto, because I just don't think Cucurella's going to be able to get up the pitch that much against against Timber. I think Cucurella's going to be solid defensively, but I think Gusto is going to be the more attacking player, looking to whip crosses into the box. Liam Delap, 2 goals in 20 appearances this season. Yikes. That's very, very spooky. 2 goals in 20, and certain man want him in the England team. Certain man want him in the England team. Come on, man. Talk about your Casemiro having more Premier League goals than Starboy world-class Saka. Saka's still a world-class player. He don't have world-class output, but I think he's a world-class player. This season, obviously, he's been bad. I'm talking about the overall his career. You can see there's a top-level player in there. I think most clubs would take Bukayo Saka, no doubt. Obviously, it depends on money and stuff like that. I still think he's a world-class player. And listen, Casemiro, bro, Casemiro's won 5 Champions Leagues, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? He's an experienced player. But Casemiro's playing, like, he's actually playing well. And Saka's obviously died. He's got a hamstring injury, which we know. There was rumours that he was already playing for an injury, which obviously as Arsenal fans, we're going to give him that grace. For you, man, for rival fans, they're not going to give him no grace, obviously. But we know we already know he was playing for an injury. And he's been severely injured this season. So, this is one of my issues with Arteta is I don't think that we should have loaned out Wanyeri. Do you know what I mean? We know we've got Noni, who has had some injuries in the past. We've got Saka, who's had a lot of injuries in the past. We've got Martinelli, who's had a couple of injuries in the past, and we've got Trossard. For me, I would still have kept. I would have still kept him, but there you go. Let me get through some of these comments. Nick, 25 plus, your guy Jesus is fair. No. Come on. No. I'll give them Gyökeres. No money, but I'll give them Gyökeres. Gyökeres for Esteval, straight swap. Let's do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's do that. Nick, you said Garnacho is a great player earlier on in the season. Would you take him? Would I take Garnacho? Not with the players we currently have. Not with the players that we currently have. But I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's as bad as you man make out. The issue that he has, I don't think is actually a footballing issue. I think the issue that he has is like an ego issue more than an actual football issue. And what I mean is he makes football mistakes. Some people make football mistakes because they're shit. I don't think he makes football mistakes because he's shit. I think he makes football mistakes because he sees his name in the lights. Remember when he scored that goal? There was him. Was it him, Ahmad, and someone else that was sitting there doing the pose? Who were the 3 players? And they said this is the future of United. Who were the 3 players? There was Garnacho, Ahmad, and one other person. Can't remember. Mano, yes. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. I think that went to his head. Obviously, he wants to be the next Ronaldo and all that kind of stuff. If he would just ignore all this Ronaldo stuff and just be a normal player, just be an average normal player, I think he could be a player. Technically, he can be a player. Yeah, I think it's the ego that stops him from playing as well as he can do. In my opinion, have you seen Mateo and AC Milan transfer? Palace got scammed. They bought the wall striker for 45 mil. How much did Mateta go for to Milan? Is Saka better than Elise, Yamal aesthetically or effectively? No. He's not better than them. I'd say Yamal's the best. I actually think Saka and Elise are on similar par. Elise is a lot more direct, so he looks a lot more aesthetic and a lot more, but the stuff that he does. I saw a goal of Elise the other day. People are going to think it's Arsenal bias and all that kind of stuff. I saw a goal of Elise the other day. Bad boy goal. Crazy goal, yeah? He ran through the whole team. But 80, I promise you. Esteval could have scored the same goal. Saka could have scored the same goal. I'm naming other players. Ahmad could. If you see the quality of defending, bro. Elise is running through and he doesn't do any step overs. No skills were done on the bottom half. No skills were not done on the bottom half. All the skills were shoulder shimmies. All he did was shoulder shimmy. And the defenders just fell over, bro. And then he scored. When I saw it, I said, nah, bro. Elise is cold. I'm not talking about Elise. I'm talking about the quality of the German league. the quality of the German league. Elise is cold, but the goals, the things I'm seeing him do, man cannot tell me that's not just Saka, because I'm an Arsenal fan. I've got Saka bias, not just Saka, but Esteval and Amad Diallo and maybe not Brian Mbuemo, because I think Brian Mbuemo's dribbling is not the best. But any of those wingers could do what Elise is still very, very good. But the goals that he's scoring, yeah, the quality of that league is horrible, bro. Go look it up. Go look up that Elise goal, and you'll see what I mean when you see the defenders and how they're defending. You'll be like, rah, okay. These men are just falling over, bro. These men are just falling over when he's running at them. Just falling over. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Any decent winger, I think Iwobi would look cold in Germany. Do you know what I mean? Any of these men would look cold. Do you know what I'm saying? Nick, this is why you shouldn't watch comps, because they only show you the goals and assists. Watch 90 minutes performance of Elise and watch how he was twisting man up. I hear you. No, I've seen, but bro, obviously we played Bayern this season. Do you know what I'm saying? I've watched Bayern play. Elise is good. But I'm saying that the stuff that he does, I've also seen Saka do, i.e. in the Champions League. But when we play in the Premier League, there's not a lot of space. A lot of man can go Germany and do not what Elise is doing, because Elise is still very, very good. But yeah, I still the quality of defending and the space that they get. They even, and it's not just an Arsenal thing. They asked Anthony Gordon why Newcastle's been so good in the Champions League, and he said because in the Champions League everyone likes to play, and so we've got a lot of space. And in the Premier League, people mostly sit deep. That's not an Arsenal person that said that. That's a Newcastle player that said that. Do you know what I mean? So there you go. He was doing this at Crystal Palace, but the stage is he wasn't doing this not like this. He was doing it at Palace, but once a month or once every now and again he was doing this. Do you know what I mean? Palace was still getting slapped. Like, let's not do revisionism and move like him and Eze were bad every week. They weren't bad every week. Do you know what I'm saying? Them man were still in relegation battles and getting mid table or top half of the table was gas for them. Do you know what I'm saying? They were doing bits, but every now and again. Every now and again. Do you know what I mean? They weren't moving consistent like that. See, like Mane, when he was at Southampton, he was consistently bagging goals. Consistently. Do you know what I mean? Then when he went to Liverpool, obviously, it was another level. Mateta failed medical at last min of transfer deadline, but I don't think they scam Palace. Nick, you're doing a GA thing still. I'm not. You say this all the time. You say this on every watch along. I'm literally not, bro. I'll say to you, I'm not basing this on goals and assists. I'm basing this on X. And you just won't listen. So I don't know what you want me to say. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying when Elise was at Crystal Palace, he weren't dubs in, man, and looking cold every week. He wasn't. Just football, forget goals and assists. He wasn't looking cold every week. He was looking cold once every 3 or 4 games. Once every 3 or 4 games. In fact, when he got the move to Bayern, people were like, rah, that seems like a bit of a jump. That seems a bit crazy. That seems a bit crazy, bro. Like, how's he jumping straight to Bayern? Like, there must be some gap in between Palace and Bayern. He wasn't, bro. He definitely wasn't. Do you know what I mean? Eze was also inconsistent. Elise was more consistent than Eze, but he weren't batting man up every week, bro. I'm not having that. How can you talk about a player's goals, talk about a 90-minute performance? Bro, I'm only on live for a certain period of time. I can chat for hours, but I was just talking about one specific incident of, because somebody specific, bro, man asked me a specific question and I'm answering the question. Do you know what I'm saying? One specific question was, how do I rate Elise, Yamal, and Saka? I said, bro, obviously, Yamal is the top. Yamal's the top guy. Do you know what I mean? But I think Elise, if he is better than Saka, it's not by a lot. I think they're very, very similar. Do you know what I'm saying? But Elise is if you're playing in Germany, it's different because of the quality of defending. That's all I was saying. No, they didn't. In the Caicedo Lavia window, we agreed a deal with Crystal Palace for at least 2 years before the Bayern move. So why didn't he move then? What happened? And even if you did, what's that got to do with what I said, bruv? That's irrelevant though. What I said still stands, bro. When he moved to Bayern, people were still saying it's a crazy jump to go from Palace to Bayern. Whether he agreed to go Chelsea in between that or not is irrelevant. That's got nothing to do with what I'm saying. That's got nothing to do with what I'm saying at all. Man City's games tomorrow as well. I'm going to try stream. Obviously, I'm streaming all the Arsenal games, trying to get Shane or someone to do the Man United games as well. These men are not serious. We have boxing on the weekend as well. February is actually quite busy for boxing, and then March is quite dead for boxing. So we've got this weekend, we've got Nick Ball versus Brandon Figueroa. That's in Liverpool. That's going to be a good fight. 2 weeks from now, we've got Wood versus Warrington. That's going to be a good fight. And then the week after that, we've got Navarrete versus Nunes. And oh no, it's just Navarrete versus Nunes. That's going to be a good fight as well. That's in Phoenix, Arizona. And then there's no boxing all through March until the 28th of March. Do you know what I'm saying? And the 28th of March, we've got Fundura versus Furman in Vegas and Atoma versus Franklin in the same night. So we come back with a bang. Do you know what I'm saying? Nick, we are the biggest club in London and are bigger than Bayern. Okay. If saying that makes you feel better about yourself, then cool. That's fine. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know who would rather go to Bayern than go to Chelsea. Apart from the fact that you're in London, I don't know who. I don't know who would rather go Chelsea than go Bayern. Apart from the fact that you man pay more. You know what I'm saying? Pay more money. You know what I'm saying? And your owners are on crack. Apart from that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Bayern. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bayern is consistently seen as one of Europe's elite clubs. Chelsea have been seen as one of Europe's elite clubs, but it's kind of touch and go. Do you know what I'm saying? He was due that big move a year earlier still. I hear you. I hear that. I do hear that. Got the smallest wage bill out of the big six on what we're talking about. Yeah, maybe now. Maybe now. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you don't have it's the smallest wage bill in terms of weekly outlay, but not in terms of the length of contracts, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't judge man when it comes to numbers, bro. You can't do that, bro. We love the boxing. Come on, G. Like the video as well. You know what I'm saying? You man know what you do, bro. Them 8-year Mikhailo Mudrik contracts and that kind of stuff. You man know what you do. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to read all these stats that man are putting up that's like gassing up Arsenal to win this game. I don't want to read them stats. They're going to judge us, bro. That's all man try to do this year is judge us. The contracting is BS. Lewis Hall signed a 9-year deal and was sold to Newcastle the same week. 5-year Potter deal gone within months. Yeah, but when you can't use Graham Potter as an example. You have to pay him out of his contract. What are we talking about? It's pure waffle, bro. The Lewis Hall thing, fair enough. You wrote me in with Lewis Hall, but then you died when it came to Potter because you had to pay him out of his contract. So, other man I can name as well, bro. But it's not the lowest wages then. You know what I'm saying? Until you sell those players, those wages have to be actualized. Lewis Hall's not playing. So cool. But if there's any player that's playing, in Lewis Hall's situation, he didn't have the power. In Lewis Hall or them other side man that you signed, them Tyreek Georges and them man, he didn't have the power in it. But if you're trying to sell a player that's a big name player, you man are going to be fucked because he's going to go and demand the same wages elsewhere or get paid out of his contract. Do you know what I mean? It's just that obviously Lewis Hall's not a big, he can't really make them kind of demands. So that's what it is. Man said, cool ice on Chelsea. Facts. Man said they're bigger than Bayern, bro. I remember when Hudson Odoi was doing all right, and everyone was saying, bro, if you want to save your career, you got to go to Bayern. And now look what happened to him, blood. Biggest regret of his life is not leaving Chelsea to go Bayern, bro. That don't happen if you're a bigger club. What bigger club has players dying to leave, bro? Don't make no sense. When we've been shit, we've actually been shit. Most man don't leave and get better. Do you know what I'm saying? We actually make players better. Apart from Giroud, man don't necessarily leave us and get better regularly. Man regularly leave you lot and get better. You man are like an abusive boyfriend holding girl back. Also, I want to see Cucurella get punched up by what's his name? By fucking what's that guy? What's aggressive Diddy blood? What's his name? Adama Traore. Aggressive Diddy with that baby oil and that bloody. Your player got dashed, bro. Sometimes I think, yeah, there is no option for no trophies, bro. There isn't one. Sometimes I think, yeah, sometimes I feel bad for Cucurella. And I realize, yeah, he brings it on himself, bro. He brings it on himself, bro. João Pedro pushed him on an instinct thing. And then when the adrenaline came down, he looked at him and realized what he'd done and thought, rah, like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that still. Adama looked vexed. I don't even know why he was so vexed, but actually I do, because it's a heated game. I didn't even know Adama went to West Ham. When I saw the clip, I was like, bro, aren't Man United playing Fulham? Why is Adama? I don't even know. Rafinha versus Arteta, you know, these two might be two of the most cringe managers, bro. Battle of philosophy in that. You know, these men will sit down and play chess and just talk philosophy for hours, bro. The difference is Arteta will say some smart, intelligent shit, and Rafinha is going to say some nonsense, bro. But who knows? Who knows? He could get it right today. We've been stung. You know what I'm saying? He's been stung by Man United and their like new manager bounce. Do you know what I'm saying? Kicking off. Arsenal's going to park the bus tonight, bro. You're saying Arsenal's going to park the bus tonight when Chelsea came to us with five playing five at the back, bro. Have some respect, bro. Take your brain off the mantelpiece and put it back in your head, cuz. You know, like that. Man can already see we're not parking the bus. Hey, just put a vote, bro. Don't ask no questions, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Put your vote. Put your vote, man. Come on. Man's trying to get creative and be a professional YouTuber, and I got polls in the chat, all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? I do this professionally. It's a big game for Hincapié. I really do feel like Gusto could be one of the main danger players for Saliba. Great feat playing out from Chelsea. I really do feel like Gusto could be one of their main danger players. I think Gusto's actually good. He's not consistently good, but he is good. Like there's clearly talent there. I think the thing is as well, for a player's development, I wonder how, well, these players won't care because they're collecting a paycheck, but I genuinely do feel like a lot of players will have to leave Chelsea for their development. I think they'll pick up trophies along the way because Chelsea are very good at that, but where they've got so many young players, I think the chopping and changing of managers is really going to slow down people's development. And I don't see it changing anytime soon, to be honest. No, I don't think there is any away goal rule. AT or anyone in the chat can correct me. I don't think there's an away goal rule in the Carabao anymore. If there is, then we're very happy. But nah, there's not. I don't think so. Everyone's done away with that these days. Of course, it's a three-man midfield, blood. What else is it going to be? He's got five at the back, bro. Man can see that, bro. And it's fully five at the back as well. Fully, like, man is saying Arsenal's going to park the bus. Look at Chelsea, bro. He's only got 7 players defending. The man are going to say, "Oh, watching Arsenal play is boring." We're playing a team with 7 defenders. Like, deep it. It's a big game for Kepa. Kepa's already had one penalty shootout already, isn't it? Chelsea's manager looked like a history teacher. He actually does. History or geography, blood. Or he's one of them anger management teachers with them bad youths. 'Do you know what I'm saying? He, he's one of them anger management teachers with them bad youths. 'Do you know what I'm saying? He, he's one of them anger management teachers with them bad youths. 'Do you know what I'm saying? He, he's one of them anger management teachers with them bad youths. 'Do you know what I'm saying? He, he's one of them anger management teachers with them bad youths. 'Do you know what I'm saying? He, he's one of them anger management teachers with them bad youths. 'Do you know what I'm saying? He, he's one of them anger management teachers with them bad youths. 'Do you know what I'm saying? He, he's one of them anger management teachers with them bad youths. 'Do you know what I'm saying? He, he's one of them anger management teachers with them bad youths. 'Do you know what I'm saying? He, he's one of them anger management teachers with them bad youths. 'Do you know what I'm saying? He, he's one of them anger management teachers with them bad youths. 'Do you know what I'm saying? He, he's one of them anger management teachers with them bad youths. 'Do you I need a big game from Hincapié because for me, Hincapié can be a bit rash. You man see the news that what's it called? Christian Romero is leaving Tottenham at the end of the season. I think he's not great, but he's still one of their big leaders, and he's still one of their players that can lose them a game, but he can also win them a game. So no, he didn't save any. He didn't make any saves, but he is generally speaking a good penalty. He is shit, but he's actually not. He's actually not, bro. He's Kepa. Even AT will tell you. Obviously, AT don't like Kepa, but Kepa's record of saving pens is actually very very good. He's like a penalty specialist. But obviously, yeah, in the last we've lost the ball there. Poor pass from Timber. Cucurella thrown to the floor by Timber for the second time in a week. Blood to get on the floor, bruv. But that was a poor pass from Saliba. To be fair. Gyökeres to start against this low block. I don't know about that. This might have been a game for Jesus, and it might have even been a game for Havertz still. Kepa Super Cup final against Villarreal, Europa League versus Frankfurt. Yeah, bro. Kepa's a penalty specialist, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's one of the best penalty. Obviously, like I say, that last penalty shootout, he was shit. I think he even saved a couple when he was at Bournemouth before we got him. So yeah, he's definitely not shit at penalties. Definitely not. Martinelli's obviously got a good record against Chelsea as well. Scored some big goals against Chelsea in his Arsenal tenure. Caicedo trying to push up and get physical. Caicedo's shit, bro. He's not shit. I'm hating. He's actually a baller, but Caicedo just pisses me off, bro. I want to see him get clamped, bro. Man, just fucking running around trying to kick people and be a bully. Like, allow it, bro. But yeah, man, can check the source on me, but I feel like I saw earlier that there were some sources that were saying that Romero said he's leaving at the end. I don't know if that comes from him or from the club, but obviously every time they lose, Donny's just having emotional outbursts on social media, blood. So it could have come from either one. Martinelli can look for a cross. That's almost a nice early cross. Almost. Almost good play from Timber. He's overrun it. He does, but also like he calls out the club like when he's not necessarily doing that well himself. So it's like it's a bit of a tacky one. I'm not gonna lie, because he's not really. I mean, he's not exactly killing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Timber's gonna get a talking to, just told to calm down a bit. Cucurella's one of them players, isn't it? He's a bit like Neil Mope. He's got this ability to rattle, man, bruv. He's got such an ability to rattle to piss people off. Like Cucurella's a character, bro. He jars me when I watch him play, like the way he foul Saka and stuff. But he just winds people up, bro. Spurs are the worst top six team ever. To be honest, Spurs are not even supposed to be a top six team, bro. Ahmad, I don't know what year you started watching football. Yeah, I don't even mean that as like a disrespectful way, but genuinely, like Mandem will tell you when we were growing up, Spurs were not part of this big six, bro. Yeah, Liam the LGBT just took a terrible shot, bro. What was that? Yeah, terrible, bro. He's terrible. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we should have gone with a target man because we're trying to play this nice football on the floor. Obviously, it's raining for both sides. Not trying to do a tie and say it's raining, but these conditions aren't really the best for our type of football. But if you just put Havertz in the box and rain crosses on him, we can do something. Do you know what I'm saying? No one knew about Spurs before Redknapp. Facts, bro. Spurs are big because of their rivalry with Arsenal and Chelsea. That's it. Do you know what I mean? They're big for a commercial value because of their rivalry with other London clubs, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Their team when Bale and Modric were there was shit, bro. Their team was shit, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, the man had fucking Eunice Carball and ballers like that. Their team was crap, bro. Obviously, they had Bale, and Bale was good. Bale was playing left back them times. Obviously, Modric was a player. They had fucking Tom Huddleston and shit like that, bro. They're crap, bro. Spurs are nothing, bro. There's no reason whatsoever for Spurs to even be considered a big six, bro. Like, not for any reason. Man could banter and say Chelsea had money, but Chelsea's money got them trophies, and they had trophies before. Same with Arsenal. We ain't really had big money like that, but you know what I'm saying, we've regularly, consistently won trophies. You know what I'm saying, even just fan base wise, our fan base is massive. These man, bro, these Spurs guys, bro, just nothing, bro. No trophies, not even a big fan base. Fucking NFL, Nabil Bentaleb and them. That's what I'm saying. Well, why am I saying I like their team? You didn't like their team. You like two of their players, maybe FIFA icon cards or something, but the rest of the team was bug, bro. No top manager, meaty manager. Obviously, manager's banter and that, like Redknapp's banter. He's a funny guy, but meaty manager, meaty players, meaty ends, everything, bruv. All right, cool. Tarab did a couple stepovers. Like that team was bug, bruv. So I'm saying, like, bro, if you want to feel like football's better and was better then as an era to what it is now, that's fine. That's totally fine. I hear you. But we do overgas some of these old players from back in the day. Man would be gassing like Scotty Parker was some top level tech man. Bro, man just be gassing about the old days, bro. Good tackle from Rice. To be fair, that's a good touch from Pedro. He's gonna look to shoot. He's gonna look to shoot. We can see that all day. Good defending from Saliba. Hey, that should have been a foul. Noni Madueke just clamped Cucurella. Nah, that looked personal, bro. That should have been a foul. I'm not gonna lie. For me on these streams, I want to be as fair and objective as I can be. That should have been a foul. That was late. That was late. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone just hates Cucurella, bro. It's actually peak. But the thing what I like about Cucurella, yeah, is he uses it to his advantage. Like he knows he's rattling man and he uses it to his advantage really well. I do quite like that. I was thinking, why is Martinelli helping up Pedro? But they're Brazil teammates, isn't it? Yeah, JP's been good so far. JP definitely looks good. He's so much better on the ball than Delap. Delap can finish if you create him a good chance, but I don't really see Delap create much for anyone else or even create much for himself. But if something's created for him, he can score. Like he's a decent finisher. But everything else apart from that, that one's a bit soft there. Gabriel's won the header and Delap's gone through him a little bit. But it's a little bit soft, but Noni Madueke, I think he was fouled because Cucurella's pulled the back of his boot off. But I don't. Noni Madueke's dribbling style. Okay, so here's my thing with Saka. Noni Madueke is going to look to cut in and drive and dribble the ball, yeah. But where it's raining, the conditions don't really allow for that type of football. I think Saka's more versatile, where he can make the right adjustments to whatever situation he's in. Whereas a lot of other players are very just one dimensional. They're going to do what they're going to do. Like Noni, we can see these are not the conditions to be trying to dribble the ball between three man. But he's going to do it anyway. The next time he gets the ball, well, you can be damn sure he's going to try and dribble the ball anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Delap was supposed to be good on the ball. He's been dying, bro. He was never good on the ball. Never. I had this argument with Amad Diallo last year when Amad Diallo said Arsenal should get Liam Delap. If we want to win the league, we should get Liam Delap. Bro, look at that, bro. Look at that. He's horrible on the ball, bro. He's horrible, bro. Bro, Ahmad, last year you told me that if Arsenal wanted to win the league, we need Liam Delap. That's what you told me. It's on the channel. Now you're saying he's brain dead. Bro, I told you, you can't pull the wool over my eyes, bro. He's dead, bro. That was terrible, bro. Man, I've never seen Delap dribble the ball and look tidy. When have man ever seen that? Send me the clip where Liam Delap has picked up the ball and dribbled it and looked tidy. Never. Man, I've never seen that, bro. Ahmad's that African youth, they still got that colonizer mindset, bro. I swear down. Victor Gyökeres has had 0 touches in this game. I said it earlier. I didn't think Gyökeres was the right 9 for this game. I hear it. But obviously, this is what I'm saying. When I'm watching Ipswich, I know, well, I don't know all the time, but when I'm watching Ipswich and these man, I like to see what is going to be transferable to a big club and what's not. Do you know what I'm saying? Man can watch any team. Man can watch that old Wolves team back in the day look cold. Man's done this before. Do you know what I mean? Man need to know when it's the team and the setup and when it's the individual player. Do you know what I mean? And for me, you know, Delap just was never that, bro. He was never that. I saw him this season. I got fouled, bro. He's terrible, bro. So was you, man, as well. Let's not lie. No, 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 no. No. How could I run it? You lot were running the propaganda on me. So how could I be running the propaganda as well, bro? I said no way. It's on the channel. I said no way, bro. I would take Darwin Núñez before I took Liam Delap. Liam Delap looks like a barrister, bro. He looks like a public defender that loses all his cases. It's a great pass from Rice. Bookie touch from Martinelli, but man, I can't lie. We just got to send that ball into the box there. We've got to send that ball into the box. There's no reason the ball should be back here when it was where it was before. First Arsenal corner. Here we go. Hey, AT, do you actually rate Cucurella? Do you actually rate him on a level? All I said is, here we go, first corner. That's all, bro. You man are watching a Watchalong. Do you want me to tell you what's happening or not? Fucking hell. It's the environment, though, isn't it? It's the environment, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Your fans used to come to games with there's nothing but spit and bananas blood, you know, and beer breath. Do you know what I'm saying? So, man are trying to create an atmosphere, you know, like that. I can't work out Cucurella, you know. I can't work him out. Oh, very close. We've got to be doing better with that. There's a shout in there for a handball from Fafana, but I don't think it is a handball. Was it going for another corner? Okay. Fafana's got to get that dead love heart scribbled out of his head, bruv. Good play from Noni. Really good play. Oh, it's a big strike. Oh my god. Oh my god. You see Martinelli, yeah, he actually has a history of scoring bookie goals. That was a good strike from Hincapie. F-Tex, I've got to say, I like that from Hincapie, you know. I like that from Hincapie. But Martinelli has a long history of scoring very bookie goals against Chelsea, bro. So if anyone's going to score a bookie, tapping, accidental, ball fell off his head goal, it's going to be Martinelli. Good play from Gyökeres, to be fair. Yeah, it starts now, man. And we was good for like 8 minutes. To be fair, when you say you were good, we weren't attacking. Like, so when you say you were good, yeah, your team's weird though. Like the thing is with Chelsea, they'll be back because their team, as a club that's gone through the transition, pause. Like I can see you lot have got enough talent to build on. If you can retain those players, there's enough talent to build on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you lot can build into something. Rice's free kick. Eze for me, one of the worst things about Eze is his off the ball work, and he never looks to get into space and receive the ball. This is what's different about Eze versus Erdegaard. Do you know what I'm saying? Eze can dribble through players better than Erdegaard can, 100%. But Erdegaard constantly wants the ball. Eze never looks like he wants the ball. He's jogging side to side. We don't really look like he wants the ball. He's not clapping and barking for them. You know, man clap when they want the ball. They bark for the ball. They wave their hand. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Yo, I'm here. Give me the. He never does that. He's very happy to just pass the responsibility to someone else. And if somebody else is going to shoot, they're going to shoot. But is he there screaming for the? You're starting number 10 for Arsenal in a cup semi final. Are you demanding the ball? Are you demanding the ball? Are you dictating play? I don't see that, and that's what I want to see. He's good. I don't want to be the like Enzo left wing. Bro. I don't want to be that stereotype of like, oh, you're black and from South London. You should be playing street ball, but there's none of that. There's none of that instinctive football. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a good ball over the top though for Martinelli. Oh, Eze's got to be Eze and Hincapié just got that was good though. That was really really good play. That was really good play. Yeah, this Delap right wing. I don't this Liam Delap right wing. I don't know about that one. That ball over the top for Martinelli is on though. That ball over the top for look at that line. You've got five defenders. Look how bad your defensive line is. Five defenders. Come on, man. That's like your mum being Indian and your dad being Pakistani, and you still got a bad hairline. It don't even make no sense. It don't even make no sense, bro. That ball over the top is there, but I need to see Eze more involved. I need to see Eze more involved, bro. It's good strength from Gyökeres, to be fair. Gyökeres not been on the ball that much, but when he's been involved, he's actually been good when he's been involved. Been involved very few and far between, but when he has been, it's been good. João Pedro's giving Saliba a lot of problems, João Pedro's actually giving Saliba a lot of problems. Moving the ball away nice and quick, opening his body up on the first touch. I do like that. He's setting a good trap for Saliba to sort of overcommit and then immediately moving away. Eze's best work is on the ball, and I'm not seeing him even try and get on the ball. nearly 25 minutes in, we've still somehow um, been on top despite Chelsea's very negative. I mean, Chelsea's not getting no criticism for being negative. Booing Cucurella, you man are emotional. Why are we emotional? We just don't like him, blood. What do you mean? Man complain that football's got no atmosphere, and when you boo a player, man them get emotional, telling you that you're emotional, blood. You lot boo Saka at the Emirates, but you lot's ground, Stamford Bridge. Good touch from Hincapié. That's good football. Release it. Release it. Zubamendi, man. Zubamendi, bro. Poor pass from Rice. Yeah, it is kind of a dead game, bro. I feel like that might suit you a lot better. Like I said, I feel like Jesus or Havertz would do a lot better in this type of game, in my opinion. We saying we have no pace up front as Neto's dead. He's been an outlet on the counter. Yeah, it's true. I mean, like I say, you got Garnacho, which whether you like it or not, on the counter, he's going to be good. The game is still too compact for any team to really utilize their counter player. I think later on, you lot are going to bring on Garnacho and try to make his pace effective, but we need to get a goal before that. Corner comes in, it's still in play. It's good defending from Arsenal both times. Is that Chalobah? Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Short hair Chalobah is dead, bruv. Yeah, I can see Garnacho coming on them times there as well. Short hair Chalobah's dead, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? When he had the braids or the little dreads or whatever, that looked like something. But this short hair Chalobah's dead, bro. This is what I'm saying. When I'm looking at Arteta's on the sideline and people are saying that Arteta wants us to play negative. You can see he's telling them. The camera's actually shown Arteta telling them to go more direct. Do you know what I mean? Play that pass. The players choose to not play it. Look at Eze. Look, play that pass there. Eze bounces it back to Gabriel, but then he doesn't want it back. You got to keep doing it. You've got to stay in the game. Eze takes himself out of the game too much, in my opinion. It might be annoying, but you just got to stay with it. That's just what it is. It's a bad touch from Rice. Bit of justice as well, because I think we did foul Chelsea to get the ball off them in the first place, and then they got the foul back. So come on, Martinelli, win that ball. Martinelli, win that ball. Martinelli, such a battler for a winger. That's a very soft way to go over, but he's always going to go over like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Gusto's offside though. Martinelli, such a battler, bro. Honestly, there's technically better wingers out there, but a lot of them are lazy, bro. They're not going to do the dog work that Martinelli does. This is why I think a lot of players like Rafael Leao and that won't play in the Prem. The work they'd have to do is long, and they might not get all the glitz and the glamour for it. Again, Eze's there in loads of room. That time he did want the ball. To be fair, that time he did want the ball when they didn't pass it to him, but I don't see that enough. I don't see that enough. And Eze's turning circle is so slow. He takes so long to turn. Do you know what I'm saying? Of course, you're half sleeping, blood. Your team's not in no cup semi-final, blood. You can go sleep if you want. You know, like that. My team and AT's team's in a cup semi-final, blood. So we're going to stay awake, regardless. You might want to win, you know what I mean? United want to win games when the pressure's off, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? We're man are out of all trophies talking about I'm falling asleep, blood. I bet you are, cuz. Do you know what I'm saying? In the middle of the table and that, blood. Do you know what I mean? Before Carrick signed this contract, you lot were sleepwalking, blood. You were sleepwalking to relegation. Now suddenly, do you know what I'm saying? Then I'm falling asleep. Of course you are, blood. You know, like that, ET. What's I talking about? I'll be falling asleep too watching two of my rivals battling it out for. In fact, just Man City's in this as well, but three of my rivals battling it out for trophies, but I'm not involved. Man, you're sleeping outside the club, cuz. Do you know what I'm saying? You're moving like a vagrant. Cross from Madueke wasn't the best. That's a good challenge. I knew the ref was going to give it. It was just a little bit over aggressive, so I could see the ref giving it. Bro, it's facts, bro. That's facts. They're getting with Jesus and Calafiori already. No way nah, bro. They can't be doing this. They're gonna bring on Jesus and Calafiori 32 minutes into the game. No way. No. What am I? Why? Good tackle from Timber. Thank you, Alice. Playing for nothing and chatting about sleeping is shameless. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, you know, man say like you're cussing from outside the club. Man is sleeping outside the club, cuss. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, you know them little gypsy man that try to sell you roses and that outside the club. That's Ahmad, bro. That's Ahmad, bro. Do you want a rose? No, bitch, I don't want no rose. Leave me alone. Big man thing. I'm top five. What do you mean, bro? Send me your address and I'll send you the top five trophy, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Because for 19 years, I watched Arsenal finish top four, and everyone told me that weren't impressive, and that's dead, and Wenger's dead. So now, man, I'm bragging about top five. Do you know what I'm saying? What kind of football inflation is this, blood? You know, when Gal used to want a man that's 6 foot, now they only want man that's 6'4". What kind of inflation is this, blood? Man, I'm bragging about top five. Top four weren't impressive when we were doing it, but now top five is impressive. Get out of here, man. Ball over the top for Martinelli. I'm assuming he fluffs it. There, he did. Of course he did, bro. Of course, Ahmad's comment told me he was going to fluff it, bro. But it's cool. I don't mind that, though, because Martin, if the thing is, yeah, the thing is, every winger has those moments. A Salah, a Mane, Every winger has those types of moments, yeah. But what other teams do is they attack more, and because they attack more, Salah's a good goal scorer, but he's not a one in one. But with Liverpool in their prime, they would just attack over and over and over again. So even if you fluff one, you're gonna get another one. Do you know what I mean? We don't attack enough. So when we're looking at Martinelli missing that, the annoyance is we don't know when you're next gonna get another chance. That's the fear. Do you know what I mean? Hincapié, good strength, but I think they've called it for offside. That's the problem, bro. If he misses them chances like that, but we attack wave after wave after wave, it won't matter, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Because he'll get his goals. Do you know what I mean? Zubamendi threw his hands up in the air. Zubamendi was in a good position, to be fair, to get that shot away, but the pass would have been very difficult, especially for someone like Gyökeres, who's not the most creative player. Yeah, I saw Calafiori and Jesus and Lewis Skelly all warming up, and none of them have actually come on. I was going to say that would have been insane. Free subs at 30 minutes. Good football from Arsenal to get out of this press. It's too conservative though. Noni Madueke is there for the pass. Again, the attacking pass is there. It's the players. I refuse to believe that Arteta is telling these players not to make these passes because I can see him on the touchline telling them to make that pass, and I can see the players looking nervous to actually make the pass themselves. Good tackle from Gabriel. Wasn't this Hato you meant to be like one of them top, like one of them top up and coming? He was at Ajax, wasn't he? He was like one of them guys. He's meant to be one of them top up and coming defenders. Rory Delap's just so dead, bro. Barely played on the Maresca. Yeah, but in Maresca, you trust blood. Don't switch narratives now, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? You trust Maresca more than you trust the board. So you trust Maresca more than you trust Rosenior. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't try to flip don't try to flip it now like you're blaming Maresca. Do you know what I'm saying? Going and taking European defenders and making them top prem defenders is not for everyone, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's good defending from Zubamendi, to be fair, because I never really expect Zubamendi to be the kind of player that's going to win these types of duels. That's a great tackle from Hincapié. That's a great tackle. Fafana's another one that's like, well, Maresca was doing fuckeries though. Bro, you're chopping and changing your position on Maresca, pause, depending on the argument at the time. Do you know what I'm saying? Here's Hater on the ball now. Is that him or Chalobah? Chalobah's head shape just looks funny, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he is dusted in actuality. This is what I'm saying. He don't look like anything great, bro. Chalobah pre trim was decent, bro. This new Chalobah's I know about this one. Obviously anything can happen, but João Pedro looks the brightest spark at this particular moment. He looks like the one with the most kind of intention. I swear that Maresca leaving wasn't my issue. It was the timing and the reason why they sacked him. They only sacked him because he spoke out. Yeah, but you must have trusted him to some extent. You must have trusted him to some extent, or you wouldn't be annoyed. You'd just be like, "Fuck it, let him go then." Like if he was shit and he spoke out, you'd be like, "Fuck it, and let him go." Good tackle. Liam Delap's been dispossessed really, really easily 2 or 3 times. The last 2 times, especially. And again, look at Eze just sitting off. Get involved. Eze's pissing me off. If I want a sub, I actually want Eze off at halftime if I'm going to make a sub. Defensively, does nothing. Going forward, offering nothing. He's just not offering anything. Man, am I being harsh? Eze's not doing anything. I can't see what he's doing. Even just the basics to defend. I'm seeing fucking, what's his name? Zubamendi winning headers. Zubamendi is not someone that should be in there winning headers, but I'm seeing him win headers. My brother, I don't give a fuck. I don't care, bro. I don't care if it's Havertz. I don't care if Jesus goes in the 10. I don't care if Trossard goes in the 10. I don't care, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I just need someone in there that is going to run, try to make tackles. He's doing nothing. They're just walking past him. Like, what's the point? What's the point, bro? He's mastered the act of looking busy for no reason. He's just looking busy, bro. You know when you're in the office and your boss is there and man are just shuffling papers and you're not even doing nothing, bro. You're not actually doing anything. If the halftime whistle goes and they show a close up of Eze and he's in their sweat on his forehead, well, he's spat in his hand and put that there artificially, bro. That's not real sweat because he's not done anything to sweat, bro. He's not done anything. When you say for who, fair enough. Other players aren't natural 10s, fair enough. But other players are going to offer something. Havertz is going to get stuck into a challenge. It's going to be very difficult for them to run through him. They just pass the ball around Eze so easy. Even when they got the ball at the back, he's not pressing. He's just standing there. He's just standing there. For what? Good tackle from Saliba, Chelsea corner. Maguire might be a better dribbler than Delap. No, Maguire is definitely a better dribbler than Delap. That's not even close. That's not even up for conversation. I don't even care if we put fucking Miles in the 10. Do you know what I'm saying? We can't have Eze playing this type of game, bro. He's just doing nothing. He's just not contributing anything. What's the point? Unless this is some sort of game plan, which I don't think it is. Enzo try to put his hand up and they try to do the corner thing like they're Arsenal, blood. You man ain't us, bro. I can tell you whether you rate these players or not. I can tell you what Noni's done well. I can tell you what Gabriel Martinelli's done well. I can even, despite him barely having any touches, tell you what Victor Gyökeres has done well. I can't tell you anything that Eze's done well. Anything at all. Why? Oh, what? The corners thing. Look at you emotional, man. Well, man can't banter, bro. You man are trying to kill my black boy joy, bro. You know how much trauma man go through, bro. Man just sitting here trying to enjoy life. And if I enjoy life, Noni's done nothing. Well, I'm saying, even if whether he's done something good or bad, what I'm saying is, yeah, I could say from an Arsenal perspective, I've seen Noni get on the ball, try to dribble a couple man. I've seen what he's tried. If you want to say he hasn't done it successfully, fair enough. But if you are you talking about the Maguire thing, bro? I think Noni's done a couple things okay. Nothing amazing, but he's done a couple things okay. Even if it's just the corners, done something okay. Tell me one thing Eze's done. Good, bad, indifferent. I can't think of any time he's had the ball, bro. I can't think of anything he's done. Big save from Kepa. Okay, Eze's just won the ball there. Eze's literally just done, and he's lost it straight away. Look at that. He's lost it straight away. Look where man's trying to do fancy footwork, bro. Look where on the pitch man's standing, and look what he's trying to do. Nah, bro, man, have to get him off, bro. Both of them should get hooked. Nah. I don't think Noni should get hooked. Eze's not doing anything. I'm not even seeing him try and do stuff. This isn't even a question of like quality. This isn't even a question of I'm seeing him. Noni, I can see him trying to do stuff, but it's not working. Eze, I can't see what he's trying. I can't see what is the thing that Eze is trying to do to win this game. Cup semi-final. What is it that you're trying to do here? Okay, Eze, this is brilliant. Look, Eze's on the ball here. He pops it off to Saliba. Now what is it? What do we do? It's a foul. It's very, very soft. That's a soft foul. I'm gonna fight this Delap you. Bro, if you fight Delap, that's gonna be a hate crime. So you do with that what you will. I agree. I'd rather have someone on that's not a passenger. Even if it's someone who's not maybe not quite as talented, but they do more. What does this person do? Do you know what I'm saying? That's my thing, bro. There's man out there that's talented, but they don't do anything, bro. One ball over the top, Eze nearly got on the end of it. If you got on the end of that, that would have just covered up the whole half. Do you know what I'm saying? But man's not doing anything, bro. From a football perspective, I can't see what it is that you do, bro. I can see what it is that you can do, but I'm talking about in this game, you ain't done nothing. The ref has got to get out of the way of that, bro. That's shocking. Also, Maguire can definitely dribble better than Liam Delap. I'm not even bantering. I've seen Maguire dart down the wing and fake shot and get down the wing and put a cross in the box. I can't see Delap doing that. I can't see it. Look at that attempted tackle on Delap. Robert Sanchez actually kicked the ball low and flat, and it's shit. You're triggering me. You're triggering me on purpose. I'm going to block you. You're going to be on a 5-minute timeout. You're going to be on a 5-minute timeout. Bro, that comment just threw me off, bro. I'm trying to do a professional stream. Robert Sanchez kicked the ball low and like easy to get. It was Declan Rice who was all the way up pressing Robert Sanchez because Eze will not run up and press. Why is Declan Rice playing in the 6 pressing the goalkeeper? He's run past and then Declan Rice just made that tackle there, AT. So Eze standing in the middle of the park. Declan Rice has run past him to go and press the goalkeeper. Then when the goalkeeper goes long, Declan Rice runs all the way back to make the tackle. And Eze's just standing there looking at the ball going over his head like that. Bro, what are we doing? This isn't a question of his talent. He's obviously talented. We saw what he did against Tottenham. He's talented. But it's not just a question of talent. It's a question of what do you do? What do you actually do on the pitch? Do you know what I'm saying? I think Arsenal fans, when we look at Saka's entire career, not just this season because it's been shit, but when we look at the whole career that he has, there are people that are more talented than Saka, but they don't do as much. Like I trust Nick Eze's been dead, but I trust Eze's ability more. Here's the thing, though. This is literally what I was just saying. Eze's got more ability than Eze's got more ability than Madueke. Facts. I'm not arguing with you. You and I, we're in agreement. But this is the problem. This is what everyone complains about with modern day football. It don't matter. Old school football, we were just relying on man's talent. Today, we don't look at man's talent because you know what? You, man, as shit as you've been, you, man, are actually trying to win this game. You're trying to win this game. Now, you might not like your manager's tactics or whatever, but you're trying to win this game. Part of modern football is if you're in the middle of the park, you've got to run, you've got to press, you've got to tackle. It don't matter. It don't matter. I don't know any midfielders that do not do that. Unless you are supremely, unbelievably talented, everyone has to do that. Cole Palmer has to do it, and he's very, very talented. Bruno has to do it, and he gets a ton of GA. Everybody has to do that role, whether you like it or not. Do you know what I'm saying? And so with Eze not pressing, yeah, we see how easy Chelsea are building attacks against us. Yes, Eze, if you get him in the final third, he can score a goal, 100%. But we don't need goals because only one goal in it, so we do need goals. But what I'm saying is we are more likely to concede goals if we have him on the pitch. We are more likely to concede a goal if we have him on the pitch because it's so easy for you lot to move the ball around him. It's easy. You man are just bopping the ball around him. Easy. Do you know what I'm saying? With somebody else there who's just gonna somebody else, we could win the game. This is modern football. This is the reason we don't like modern football. We are more likely to win the game with a less talented player on the pitch. That's modern football for you. But it's facts. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a question of talent. I don't know a number 10 in world football today who doesn't press. I think Erdegaard's a very good 10. Um, let me read the rest of the comment because I'm getting triggered. Now, Nick, Eze been dead, but I trust Eze's ability more than Madueke. When the Jesus comes on, where man combine, can combine with him. Fair enough. Then either you've got if you're being positive and you want to win the game, we go with Jesus and we take Jokeres off and they can combine. Otherwise, you we have to get you off the pitch. But if I'm the manager, I'm saying to him, if I bring Jesus on and you lot are going to do link up play, and even then, we're playing against the back five. We're not going to link up and score against the back five. We're more than likely going to score from a cross, not necessarily either a corner or a cross. Do you know what I'm saying? I can see Madueke cuts in, crosses to the back post, and then we get a header at the back post. We're not going to score from that typical Jesus link up. He's playing against the back five. It will just be Jesus on his own against five defenders. There's no way. Not no way, but it's very unlikely. But the key thing is going into this half, we know Chelsea are coming to bring it because they're behind. They're chasing the game. Chelsea are the team chasing the game, and you are not pressing. You're not doing anything. Man could not. If there was a highlight reel of Eze this half, it would just be a black screen. It's not even that he's played bad. I can't pick out things he's done this bad, but I can't pick out things that he's done good. It's just nothing. You're just doing nothing. I could look at your team and I can tell you what Caicedo's done. I can tell you what Caicedo's done. And he's made some tackles and he's been physical and he's tried to break up our attacks. I can tell you what Andre Santos, less so. I can tell you what Enzo Fernandez has done. Obviously, he had the shot. He's trying to get on the ball. He's trying to create. I can tell you what Cucurella's done. Trying to get up the wing, trying to create as well, trying to stop attacks. I can tell you what Gusto's done. I can tell you what all of these players, other than Andre Santos wasn't terrible. He didn't have a lot of great moments. I can tell you what João Pedro's doing. Do you know what I'm saying? João Pedro is trying to isolate Saliba. He's trying to drop the shoulder against him, take a first touch that throws his foot in off so that he can get on the attack. I can tell you what all of these players, and even Liam Delap, who's shit, I can tell you what he's trying to do. I cannot tell you what Eze is actually trying to do. What is it that you are trying to do? Even if you're failing at it, what are you trying to do? What is it? What is it that you're trying to achieve? Because I can't see it. I actually can't see it. That's my problem. I don't even know what he's trying to do. Big man thing. Samson, what are you saying? Game's been very quiet, to be fair. Nothing special. I'm just berating Eze for not really getting involved or doing anything, to be honest. Not doing anything is criminal. In a cup semi-final, you got to be up for it, bro. I ain't seen him pick the ball up and try and get a shot off. I've seen Hincapié look. I've seen Hincapié, Gabriel, and Timber look more attacking than I've seen Eze. And Eze's our 10. I feel that if Havertz was playing in the 10, we could have this game wrapped up already. Man like Jerome and bro, I can't believe this guy's still in boxing. And the worst part is, this motherfucker went and won. This guy actually went and won, which means we're going to see him again. We're actually going to see him again. We're going to see him more. Do you know what I mean? This tactic with you lot defending the corners and going to put players on the halfway line, I rate it. I actually rate it from Liam Rosenior. That it's more of a body language thing. It's more of a mentality thing of like letting Arsenal know we're not scared of your corners. But I feel like if you keep doing that in the second half, we'll score. It's good. Like I do rate it, but I think that if you do that in the second half, I do think we'll score from one of our corners, 100%. Eze's got to show more for me, bro. He's not showing for the ball. I could write a whole list of things that I want from my number 10. He's not doing any of them. We definitely got to be winning this game. One good shot on target each. That's it. I don't care if guys like Ryan Garcia, Tyson Fury, and Canelo can blatantly cheat in multiple ways, burn the sport. What we do what? And give him a Jerome Miller a title shot. Yeah, bro. The thing is, the average person walking down the street today is a fucking idiot, bro. That's just what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Man are uneducated and just idiots, inbred simpletons, bro. So all these characters that you just named, apart from maybe Canelo, man think they're bare entertaining. Man think Ryan Garcia is bare entertaining. I don't know why, but for some reason they think he's entertaining. Tyson Fury, all the Englishmen I know suck him off and say he's got a big character. Literally don't know what it is about him that displays character. I would love someone to give me 3 bullet points of displaying character. I just don't see it. And Jerome Miller as well. People say, "Oh, he's brilliant, isn't he?" Like, okay, he pulled his hair off and threw it in the crowd. I don't, you know. But people don't like boxing, innit? Shane says it all the time. The average person doesn't like boxing. The average person likes seeing someone get knocked out, but they don't actually like boxing. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think the same about a lot of football fans. They like goals, but they don't like football. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't like, obviously, in an ideal world, good quality football leads to goals, but it's not the same in boxing. Good quality football should lead to goals, but good quality boxing doesn't necessarily equal a knockout. So people like knockouts, they don't necessarily like good boxing. Do you know what I mean? I don't even think that their characters leeching off other people. I think that most people have such low self-esteem or such basic empty characters. When they see Tyson Fury jogging at 4 in the morning, they're just like, "Oh, what a character!" Tyson Fury could do something mad normal. Do you know what I'm saying? He could go get like people just suck him off, innit? Like it's what it is, bro. Like I can't imagine. I'd love to be white for a day, bro. Tyson Fury could post a video of him going to get his kids from school, and he could just post a selfie video. "Oh, big Tyson Fury! I'm gonna go get my kids from school. Got to do the daddy duties." Even the two-time world heavyweight champion, lineal champion's got to do the daddy duties, and people be like, "Oh my god, what a character!" How's that a character? He's just going to get his kids from school. Man, niggas go get their kids from school. I don't understand. I don't understand what you not be seeing in this guy. I don't understand. I wish somebody could understand it. I was gonna say I wish I could look into his fans' brains, but if I did, there'd just be nothing there. Their heads are just empty. They think anything this guy does is character. Character. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder's shown more character. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, Deontay Wilder's the one that made it to world heavyweight champion in a shit era, but even still, despite starting boxing late, have had a disabled daughter and had to drop out of his football scholarship, and because he was trying to make money to look after his daughter, he went into boxing. That's if you don't know Deontay Wilder's story, that's his whole story. That to me is character. Do you know what I mean? Not faking mental health crises and pretending that you had a mental health break when you were on a drugs ban. That's not character. Do you know what I mean? Like it's weird to me what people think is character and what's not. It's very, very strange to me. Like the shit that you can get away with is bonkers when your skin's of a different complexion. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Fuck me, don't listen to me. I'm just a guy on YouTube. Don't listen to me. But it just seems very strange to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, Wilder's not the best boxer, but Wilder's a G, bro. Do you know what I mean? Wilder made it to world heavyweight champion and he does bear shit I don't like, Wilder. He's not my friend. But when we're talking about character, do you know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia came into a boxing match overweight and with drugs in his system. And all his fans do is say, well, it wasn't a steroid, it wasn't performance enhancing. He had drugs in his system. That is unprofessional. And that shows a lack of character. But because I'm not even talking about Conor Bennett, Conor McGregor, and Sean Strickland. If I start talking about these man, the whole channel's getting cancelled. If you man still want me on YouTube, let's not even talk about these man. Because if we talk about, I want to have a conversation with Ricky about how the UFC is a right wing white man sport anyway. It's a whole different thing because these men do the same thing. These men just do racism and call it promo. These men just do outright racism call man who are Muslim backwards and inbred and all kinds of stuff, and they just call it promotion. That's it. That's all they do is racism, and they call it promotion. Okay, a man said, "Oh, he's such a character." Character. Conor McGregor's a rapist, convicted rapist, not allegations, convicted. Do you know what I'm saying? But he's got a good character. You lot are on crack, bro. Bro, man could not. Most people could not get away with that type of overt racism in boxing. Not in boxing. Tio and these men do stuff on Twitter, and then they come to do a boxing press conference. Look how different Teofimo Lopez is in a press conference versus on Twitter. On Twitter, he's using the N word and all this kind of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? When they go to the press conference, they have to rein that in. They have to rein it in. They cannot be doing those things in boxing. Boxing's the same, but it's more sly. Do you know what I'm saying? But also Ryan Garcia, what? Again, Ryan Garcia was doing weird shit outside of boxing on Twitter. These men are going to press conferences for the fight. I don't think Ryan Garcia said anything racist, did he? To the best of my knowledge, I don't know. I'm not defending him. I'm just asking. These men are going to UFC press conferences at the press conference for the fight and saying that you're Muslim and you're backwards and like throwing pork at them and stuff like that, and the whole crowd's cheering. Wait, bro, what kind of sport? This ain't a sport, bro. This ain't a sport. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? That does happen in boxing, but very rarely. And not the top guys. The top guys are not doing this stuff, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not seeing Bivol and Beterbiev and these men doing these types of things. Do you know what I mean? The pound for pound top fives are Conor McGregor said that. Conor McGregor said that. Did he say that at a press conference, or did he say that in front of like I feel like did he say that on Twitter though? Where did Ryan say that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He said it on Twitter. Do you know what I'm saying? That's that. Yeah, but he that's what I'm, bro. This is what I'm saying. Samson, listen to what I'm saying. He said that on Twitter. That's different. Conor McGregor said this to Khabib as part of the overall press conference for the UFC for the fight. He said it. He said it as part of what Ryan Garcia said. Like Tank beat up his baby mum at home. Tank did not beat up his baby mum on stage at the press conference. That's two totally different things. Do you mean Conor McGregor and Sean Strickland is dressed up as an ICE agent and put a what's the wide brim hat called that they wear in Mexico and put that hat on his opponent as the promo for the fight? That's the promo for the fight. Do you know what I'm saying? McGregor dissed Muslims during the press conference. During the press conference. Do you know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia could not go on stage with Devin Haney and Eddie Hearn and promoters and Oscar De La Hoya and say I hate N words and I'm gonna dig up George. Sombrero, that's it, sombrero. He like bro, man could not do that at the press conference for the fight. Man could not do that at the press conference for the fight. You might say what you want on Twitter. On Twitter is different. That's your personal. It's like when you have your job. You got your personal account and your work account. When you go to work, you have to turn off personal mode and turn into work mode. These UFC man don't have that. Second half's kicked off. Then UFC man don't have that. They'll go to the press conference and say racist stuff because most of their fan base is white hillbillies. But I need to piss real quick. I didn't even go because you man got me ranted. 1 second. Bro, I don't know what Kepa's doing. I don't know what Kepa's doing, bro. I was pissing and just see man fucking slide tackling the ball. What's this guy doing? Corner comes in. It's fluffed by Raya, and it's just gone behind. Just gone behind for a goal kick. That was close, to be fair. Chelsea come very, very close. We're going to be shooting the OnlyFacts Sports podcast as well tomorrow. Yeah, no, definitely not a penalty. Man, no, keep an eye on Eze. That's all I'm saying. Keep an eye on Eze, bro. I'm not even trying to run agendas against my own players, but I got to see more, bro. 65 mil, I got to see more. Tio's, where's the liquor at? Ah, bro, I've seen Nick crash out over that sort of penalty shout before. I ain't trying to hear him say that, bro. I can say what I want. Do you know what I'm saying? When man comes on AT World Champ live stream, then it's different. Do you know what I'm saying? But that pen, it's not a pen, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro. Trying to go long and use the pace of Martinelli, which I don't mind. I don't mind that. Delap is pissing me off, bro. You sport United, bro. No one in this game should be pissing you off. I don't understand. But why is Delap pissing you off? Explain it to me. Eze needs a run of games. You can't run the agendas early, bro. I can run the agendas because I'm not asking. I'm not dissing him for output. I'm dissing him for input, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? All I'm asking is for him to press and work hard, bro. I'm just seeing man on a early stage bleep test thing, bro. He ain't even hit level 9 of the bleep test, bro. It's just early between level 2 and 4, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Artificial. There's Eze on the ball now. That's already better, bro. Arteta's obviously said something to him because he already looks better. Noni Madueke cuts in, back post cross. Declan Rice was nearly there, but I'm telling you, that is how we're going to score, bro. I said it at half time. You man heard it here first, but Noni Madueke cut in, back post cross, and someone's going to be there. I got a feeling it's going to be Martinelli, bro. And knowing Martinelli, he probably won't even head it in, bro. He'll probably try to head it, it will miss and come off his shoulder or something like that, bro. But it will be scenes regardless because we know Esteval's going to be on the pitch at some point. We know Garnacho is going to be at the point on some point there at some point. Any press is better than Gyökeres press. No, bro, you don't watch the first half, bro. Gyökeres is pressing way more than Eze, way more. Eze's just standing there watching the ball go past him, like he's on a VR headset and he's not in the game. Zubimendi, that's decent still. Gyökeres, that's good. Can he find Martin? He probably can't find his pass, but if you can't, now he can't find that pass. That was a tough pass to find, to be fair. But obviously, bro, every time I see Chalobah, yeah, with bro, Chalobah with no hair looks like Mike Wazowski, blood. I swear down. He looks like a tall, skinny Mike Wazowski, blood. He looks hilarious, bro. He needs to get them dreads back. He needs some extensions or something. Game's already more lively than it was in the first half. Going long to Martinelli again. Martinelli wins the header. Liam Delap flung to the floor by Hincapié, but you know what? He probably enjoyed that. I think the ref thought it's not a foul because obviously he's trying to go for the ball and Delap is deliberately obstructing him. Do you know what I'm saying? So he just dashed him, bro. I think the ref even saw that what Delap was doing was obstruction and just taking the piss. So he just said, "Yeah, cool, hold that." Oh, Gusto nearly died, bruv. Gusto nearly died. It's good play from Zubamendi so far this half. He's just playing the ball for territory. Yeah, Chalobah definitely looks AI generated, bro. 100%, bro. That little moustache and that's holding on for dear life and that, bro. He looks ridiculous, bro. He looks ridiculous. We go long again for Martinelli. Martinelli's got the legs on Gusto, to be fair. That's a good battle from both of them. Good strength from Hincapié. No foul given for that. I did think that was a foul on Hincapié, but fair enough. Obviously, the refs thought this is a physical game. Let's let it be physical. And the physical side of the game just starting to get heated. We know this is how man did get dashed for real. We know this is what Chelsea do. This is how Chelsea know that they can win this game, bro. Gabriel made that first good tackle, but then tried to do a little bit of footwork. Obviously, had man pressing in on him. Don't mind that from Hincapié. Who's the yellow card for? Oh, I should have known it was for a fucking. Yeah, bro. It's all fair, bro. It's all fair. Mikel Arteta's getting a yellow card for that, bro. He's laughing. He's not even complaining to the ref. He's just laughing. How's that a yellow card? These refs are soft youths, blood. Good work from Saliba and Rice to win that ball. Madueke, bro, that back heel, blood. Madueke, I've been supporting you, bro. That's just unnecessary, bro. What are we doing? We think that in about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, somewhere in that region, we know we're going to see Garnacho, maybe Cole Palmer. What? What you say, hey, Nick? What? Oh, but the back heel from Madueke, bro. I tried backing, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Eze did one good pass, and now he's ghosted again, bro. Enzo's Human's captain, you know. Oh my god. Arsenal blocked the first one. Eze actually blocks the second one, bro. That's what happens when you press Eze. Eze looks surprised himself. Oh, that should be a yellow card. That should be a yellow card for Liam Delap. It will be a yellow card for Liam Delap. I don't even know what he's arguing about. What's the argument there, bro? Minimal contact. Minimal contact, to be fair. He's cut across him, though, so it never looks good. It never looks good. If you feel like he's going to go down, leave him. There was minimal contact there, but he has got a cut across him, but is very, very soft. That. But if you don't have to commit to it, bro. You can see he's diving from 2 to 5 business days ago, and you're still going for that contact, bro. There's no need. He done it to himself, bro. It's a very soft yellow card, but I'm sorry, but he done it to himself, bro. Obviously, he just wanted to touch Madueke. We all know why, blood. Declan Rice doing really well. Saliba doing well. Even Declan Rice telling him, play it forwards. Play it forwards. Madueke, do something. It's a good ball to the back. Oh, I thought it was a good ball to the back post. It wasn't a goals defo coming 100%. That final ball was just lacking. But this is what Madueke can do though. Puts Cucurella on his back foot. I don't even know if he's going for goal there or what he was going for. I don't even know if that was a goal or a shot or a cross. Here comes Cole Palmer and Esteval. They're coming on. Esteval's coming on a bit earlier than expected, but Saliba's cooked Pedro. The Saliba Pedro battle has been very good, very, very good. Like there's a world where Pedro's gonna make those change, not make those changes. Pedro's gonna get the better of Saliba at some points in this game because like it's been a good battle, to be fair. Why Zestaval? Wait, why are you calling him Zestaval? What's that all about? What am I missing? He's a good positive subs though from Rosenior. Obviously, it's expected. It's a cup semi-final. He's got half an hour left. He's got to make something happen. I think we've got to give it 5 minutes and respond. Do you know what I mean? I really do. That response might have to be. I don't even mind Jesus on for Eze and have him and Gyökeres both on the pitch. I'm not against that. So I think Gyökeres has looked quite positive. I think Gyökeres has looked very, very positive. Rosenior is doing way better than I thought he would. Looks like Gusto's going to have to come off, or he's calling for some sort of treatment. Bro, are these names linked to something? Is there some story I don't know, or is this just generic slander names? Blood, is there something I should know about this guy? Maybe having him and Liam Delap in the same dressing room might be a problem. I do feel like it's gonna be Noni Madueke to the back post, but we need more variety. We can't just keep letting it be that every time. Yeah, they are positive subs from Chelsea for sure, but they have to be. It's a cup semi-final, isn't it? He can't play for a point. He has to win the game. Even if they win 1-0 and brings it back to 3-3, he has to go for it. So it's positive, but he's kind of forced into being positive, to be honest. It's got to be Delap off, surely. It's got to be Delap off. Who the fuck is this guy? Is that Hato coming off? Who's this brother? Ah, bro, I was ready to run some serious propaganda, bro. Yeah, Delap's coming off. Delap was horrible, to be fair. I'm surprised he lasted this long. Yo, man, Liam Rossini is actually the manager at Chelsea. I'm just deep in this now. I'm actually just thinking about it now. Like, bro, this is actually mad. Like, good header. Well played from Gyökeres. Noni go. Noni's got about 4 or 5 Chelsea shirts around him. What can he do? Is he got the composure? He just tried to dribble through all of them, bro. You can't dribble for all these man, bro. Man tried to do King Leonidas and that. Good ball over the top for Gyökeres. Yeah, Esteban and Palmer came on, and Hato and Liam Delap went off. It's crazy to think he went from being a great prospect striker to nothing in months, bro. I never rated him. We had this conversation last season. I just didn't, you know. Ahmad kept saying, yeah, if you want to win the league, go for Liam Delap. I was like, bro, I don't see what you lot are seeing. I just wasn't seeing it. I could see what he was doing at Ipswich, but I didn't see how man thought that was going to translate to a big club. I really didn't. I just couldn't. I couldn't see it. Now they've got more direct players on. Look how Palmer has just carried that ball forwards, and Eze's just looking at him and backing off and backing off and backing off. At, this is where we're going to need someone to come on who's going to press that early, even if we lose some of Eze's talent. Because for 63 minutes, we haven't seen his talent anyway. So what's the point in waiting another 30 minutes because he's got some talent? What's the point? Good tackle from Hincapié. Eze has to come off the pitch. He has to come off the pitch. If he's going to be with Palmer now, Palmer's a much better ball carrier. He can go left, he can go right. He's going to dribble the ball and carry the ball through. He's not just going to pass. Enzo's probably going to pass. Other people are probably going to pass. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not going to pass the ball. He's going to drive the ball forwards. We need someone that's going to meet him along the way. Do you know what I mean? We have to have a better sub. We have to have a better pressing legs. We have to. We've got in terms of people that can come in and do the 10, we've got Trossard, Lewis Skelly. Who's going to replace him on the bench, bro? Man asked me that before. It don't fucking matter. It don't matter. He's not doing anything. He's anyone that will, bro. If Havertz, fucking, I would have Havertz or Trossard to do the number 10 role. Either one of them. But it don't matter. Whoever's going to go in there and win some battles. Because, again, he's not doing anything. So it's not taking him off. We don't lose anything. He could get a red card right now and the game won't change. If he got a red card right now, the game wouldn't change. So whether we've got a natural 10 or not is irrelevant. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't care. I actually don't care. I don't care if Zubimendi pushes up a bit higher, Norgard comes on. It don't make a difference to me. Someone that's going to press and win some battles so that these men don't just walk through us. That's the biggest thing for me. Do you know what I mean? Look at Eze again, jogging back. Chelsea are coming forwards. They're creating some sort of attack. At, look how he's defending for that. Is Havertz fully fit for an intense game, though? Bro, it's 20 minutes. If he's not fit enough for 20 minutes, then he shouldn't be on the bench. He played against Kairat, and was he in the squad for Leeds? Chelsea are gaining momentum now. Nick, you're right. Still, may as well try Trossard in the 10 for you, man. You man are a goal up, bro. Philly fit or not, this is a cup semi-final, bro. This is a cup semi-final. We can't lose this late because Eze's on the pitch doing nothing, pretending to impersonate a football player like Frank Abagnale Jr. It's a waste of time for everyone, bro. Yeah, and he played versus Leeds. Yeah, I thought so. He played like 40. He played like 60 minutes against Kairat, and he played against Leeds. So he's fit. He's played back-to-back games, and he hasn't played a full 90. All we're requiring of him is half an hour. We're requiring 30 minutes of him. That's it. To be honest, he always had a lack of work rate, but his talent made up for it. Yeah, bro, he's not showing his talent. So that's what it is, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He started against Leeds, perfect. So yeah, he's fit enough for 25 minutes. In a cup semi-final where it looks like we could potentially lose this game, yes. Look at Eze there. We've got the ball. He's the midfielder. Is he moving to make an angle for the ball? Is he calling for the ball? Is he desperate for the ball? Is he showing me that he wants the ball? No. He's just pretty happy to be a passenger. Pretty happy. If the game goes his way, it's good, but he's not going to force it to go his way. And now look, and the ball goes straight back to Chelsea and straight back to Cucurella because he's not forcing it. They've tried to force a switch. That us losing the ball there has come from Eze. If Erdegaard was on, Erdegaard would 100% want the ball there. Look, he doesn't press Caicedo, and Caicedo's got all the time in the world to put a ball over the top towards João Pedro. That has all come from a lack of pressing in inviting the pressure. This is what I'm saying. Man, talk about talent. Fuck talent. If you come to a football game with me and you're more talented than me, but you don't work hard, I'm gonna smash you. That's it. Talent is only going to take you so far. We've seen talent for 67 minutes and it's done nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? So we need more. Here comes Kai Havertz now. Give me the manager's job, man. Zubimendi. Oh, I should have played through Martinelli. Martinelli was through. I can see the frustration. Zubimendi again winning headers. Hincapié. Cross to the back post. It's a good catch from David Sanchez. The ball was there for Zubimendi to play through Martinelli, to be fair. He's played the wrong pass. He's played. He actually played very well today, Zubimendi, to be fair. So I'm not going to get onto him, but he has played the wrong pass there. Who's that yellow card for? Is that for Gusto? Or is that for Gusto's get a yellow card for diving, bro? Did Gusto get a yellow card for diving? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Look at man, bro. I'm at the stage in football where it's give me a team of Dorgus and Marinos, done all the extra shit. But Samson, this is what I'm saying, bro. If we had Marino, he'd 100% be on right now. If we had Marino, he'd 100% be on right now, bro. He's talented, bro. Oh, bro, it's not even Eze off. It's Gyökeres off. Havertz is going up top, which is fine. But I think Eze's got to come off though, bro, because Chelsea's building momentum, and we are not doing anything to stop Chelsea's momentum. What this substitution is going to do is it's going to give us a good focal point to go long. It's going to give us a good focal point to go long. So when we're under pressure, this is positive. But when okay, and Madueke is coming off as what? What's going on? Why is Eze staying on the pitch? Oh, bruv. Trossard and Havertz both on. I don't mind those. I don't mind the subs on, but the subs off, I think, should have looked different. I really do. We're losing the game in the midfield. The final third, we actually look half decent. I felt confident that with those other players on, we could have scored. Do you know what I'm saying? But we're losing the midfield battle. That's where we're losing this game. Declan Rice, ball over the top. Havertz coming in and just being a nuisance, bruv. Look, it's just ugly, bruv, but it don't matter. It's just controlled chaos. Same thing with United game, just suspect management under intense pressure. No, I don't think they. Nah, bro. Man, just try to force themselves into a conversation they were never in. Blood, you're fifth, just be fifth. Blood, do you know what I'm saying we're in a cup semi-final right now. Man United just inserting themselves in nowhere. Like this conversation's not about you, blood. I don't think that what we saw from Arteta was pressure under intense was mistakes under intense pressure in the United game. I wouldn't say so. Man said win the game first. We're still in the cup semi-final, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? You man playing 38 games for the season or 40 games for the season, blood. That was definitely a foul, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Esteval's dirty, bro. Dirty baller. It's a good tackle from Declan Rice. That was a risky pass from Trossard, bro. It just got held up in the water in the pitch. See, Eze's dropped in, he's received the ball, and he's played it back to the centre back, which was fine. But then just didn't stay involved in the game. He just left it. He just strolled. He just looked like my job here is done. Garnacho coming on, whatever might as well. Garnacho, he got the 2 goals last time, so you know what I mean. Man can't disrespect him too much. He was the difference maker for you lot in the last in the first leg. So for me, we just haven't done enough. We just haven't done enough. And I'm not putting it all on Eze, but a lot of it's on Eze for me, for what I'm seeing. Don't know how that's not a foul from Cucurella just jumping on Martinelli's back. And now it's a foul for Chelsea. How? United are moving like a gal that has been taken to Hakkasan 2 times now, and now it's a regular occurrence. I lie, blood. They're talking about their standards and their level and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're calling themselves high maintenance babes and all that, blood. Just calm down. Like Arsenal's playing Chelsea, blood. It's a London derby, bro. Man, I don't even want to hear from man with funny accents and that, blood. Less of them Northwest, man. I don't want to hear all that. Is that going to be our foul then? Who's that ball going to go to? Who's going to? If Andre Santos has just tripped up Zubamendi, should that ball not be our ball? Or is he going to try to do a drop ball 50-50? What's he going to do? Bro, you man always told me this guy's shit, and I tell you, like, he's not shit. So he's not shit, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's effective. He's not technically good, but he's effective. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is. Even if he looks like Michael Jackson in Thriller, bro, he's effective. When I see player ratings from Rory and Alex from a different knock and all that, Eze's got to be at the bottom. I demand that Eze's at the bottom of you lot's player ratings because he's been an absolute passenger, bruv. He's been so much of a passenger that even if he scores now, it's not going to make a difference. Even if he scores now, it's not going to make a difference. His delusion keeps him effective. It does, but his delusion also keeps him trapped. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he'd be a better overall player if he dropped the ego and just tried to work on his game. But he's got some things that he's good at, and he's like, "Bun it, I'm just going to be good at these things and let the chips fall where they may." Do you know what I mean? Look, Zubamendi getting stuck into challenges, lovely, and that's not Zubamendi's game, bro. Man, don't want to see Zubamendi stuck into challenges, but he's just doing what he's got to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Eze on the ball. Oh, what am I doing, bro? You don't know anything about football, Nick. I hear you. I don't care about that. I'm not rating his football knowledge. I'm just saying, whoever's Robbie AFTV, whoever's doing player ratings, Eze's got to be at the bottom. Eze's got to be. He's been by far and away Arsenal's worst performer, by far and away. He's absolutely stolen a free kick there, though. If he ever thought he needed to improve, he'd fall off a mountain, bro. Bro, man's got a lesbian haircut, innit? That's all I know. Chelsea are actually so unlikable, like. Declan Rice, so come off this free kick, cuz. Come on, Declan Rice, bro. Make this happen. He's gone wide to Trossard. Ah, bruv. Trossard, slide died. Zubamendi, back post. Oh, what a block from Cucurella. Nah, bro. Bro, how can Trossard get bumped over here and catch the ball as he's going over, bro? Nah, Trossard's a madman, bro. I told you, bro. Them back post crosses are there. Them back post crosses are there. Gabriel was there, and what a block that was from Cucurella. What a block that was from Cucurella, because that's probably going in, to be fair. It's not looking good, fam. 15 left. We haven't done anything. The momentum started to go in you lot's favour. Now I feel like it's starting to go back in our favour a little bit. But Garnacho's a player that can score. Speaking of the devil, we just got an inception. Garnacho's a player that can score when the game's going against you, which is what he did last time in the first leg. Garnacho's, where you lot say Garnacho's not good, is because your manager can't really create a game plan where Garnacho's central to the game plan because he's dead. But when the game, when you need, even though he's dead, he's a moments guy. So when you don't need a moment, he can just do a moment. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Caicedo and Palmer, you can create a game plan with these players. Do you know what I'm saying? Can't create a game plan with Garnacho. And we've just given away a really silly free kick right on the edge of the box. Just about a foul. The physicality is not the problem for that foul. It's the fact that he doesn't get any contact on the ball. That same physicality with contact on the ball, and that's fine. Now they've got Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez standing over this. Both of them capable. Enzo, I think, is the only one that's really got a shot on target so far this game. And we're just getting dragged into a game we don't want to get into. You're saying he's rubbish. He's the only reason that you lot still have a hand in this tie is because of Garnacho. And again, his two goals came against the run of play. Do you know what I'm saying? He wasn't actually, he wasn't obviously in the plan. And, he just come off the bench and happened to get two goals, right place, right time. But Chelsea are dangerous from set pieces. Take this free kick, man. The ref's just kind of warning Fofana, blood, you're offside, So if you get involved, you're offside as far as I'm concerned. Do you know what I mean? Joao Pedro trying to put the goalkeeper off with aura. Cole Palmer, allow it, bro. Don't do it. I went straight into the wall, blood. All that build up for that. All that build up for that. Bro, man, talk about Arsenal and our set pieces. These men took 5 minutes to take a set piece. They're doing a VIR check for a pen. I ain't seen it. Is it a handball? Nah, that's not a handball. He literally got his hands behind his back. So, nah, it's not. It's not. These man will claim anything though. These man will claim anything, bro. Fafana screaming like that was really close. He's like, ah, that's what you do when it's really close, blood. You hit that ball back to the corner flag, blood. I don't know what you're dealing with because that dead love heart you got in the back of your head, blood. Nah, definitely never a pen, bro. Definitely not. You know what you're trying to do, AT, bro. You know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get to some fucking 7 minutes of added time and then shitbag a late equalizer. Good pace from Martinelli. Just keep the ball alive. Oh, I love that from Martinelli again. No foul. No foul given away. Ah, oh, you died, bro. Eze release him. Eze release him. Oh, Eze released it late. No chance for a pen. I don't think that is a pen though. Martinelli telling Chalobah, shut the fuck up. My winger, you know. Tell these man, blood. Tell these man. Tell these man, bro. That shit trim, blood. That shit trim. All that money and that shit fucking trim, bruv. You're dead, blood. It's not a pen, though. It's definitely not a pen. Come Martinelli, bruv. If VAR look at that from the reverse angle, they might give that. But I think if they look at it from all angles, that's not a pen. They could maybe make an argument about the trailing leg, but I really don't think that's a pen at all. I agree. I agree that's not a penalty. But this is what Chelsea want to do, bro. They want to drag you. That's what I said. He caught him in the follow up. Do you know what I mean? So you know VAR can be booky with them ones, but Chelsea want to drag you into an argument. They can only win a fight. Do you know what I'm saying? They can't win a football match. They can only win a fight, bro. If they drag you into a fight, then they can win. And that's what they want to do. That's what they did against West Ham, bro. They dragged West Ham into an argument, bro. Could play from Arsenal. Don't mind that. Now Eze wants to press. I'm just faking that press, bro. I'm pressing when blatantly he's never going to get that ball, bro. That fake press, blood. Come like dry humping sex man used to do in secondary school, blood. That fake press, cuz. Serious. Who the fuck is this NBA looking motherfucker coming on the pitch now, bro? These fucking Epstein Island youths, that Chelsea have got, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, they do, bro. They are. Man, just signing any random 6 foot black brother with a trim anywhere around Sloane Square, like coming out of Sushi Samba and that man just signed him up. Good cross in from Esteval. I have to say, to be fair, Arsenal's run of results is not terrible, but there's a few now home performances for Arsenal that should be a fortress, and we've not conceded here yet. To be fair, we may get out of this still with a clean sheet, but it's not the fortress that it was earlier on in the season. Do you know what I'm saying? And we've got injuries and stuff like that. I get that, but even still, we should be winning games comprehensively at home. Fofana tried to cross, it didn't come off. I want Martinelli further up the pitch though. Nah, your manager tried to aura that first touch, blood, and it died, bruv. Man tried to aura that first touch. Right, they're bringing on. Who are they bringing on now? Who's my man? Number 34. I don't know who that is, but I don't even know who came off. Oh, Gusto's off. Okay. They're gonna try shake us with like 7 minutes added or something. Yeah, it's peak for you still. Bro, seven. It's gonna be like 7, 8 minutes of added time, bro. Watch. Right, I can say less of the victim mentality, bro. You got Josh coming on to save you, blood. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't Joshua one of the disciples of some bullshit? I don't fucking know, blood. Ball over the top for Martinelli. It's good play from Eze, to be fair, to play out of a tight angled situation. Martinelli obviously a little bit of a disadvantage because he's playing on his weak side. Yo, who is that you, blood? Oh, it's Caicedo, bro. Caicedo just died, bro. Caicedo died for no reason, bro. AT, watch when you see that. Caicedo died for no reason, blood. Use Eze. Trossard's trying to do it all on his own, blood. Oh, Trossard, good feet. Ellen DeGeneres there to make the tackle. Trossard should have just released it to Eze there. Eze was there. Do you know what I mean? He should have just released it. Oh, wow. Look at that shot from Enzo. Wow. Did you man see that Bowley actually met Epstein in 2011, 3 years after Epstein served prison time? Bro, it's all mad. 6 minutes added. I said it was going to be 7. This guy gave Arteta a 1-0 lead to defend and thought we was going to win the. Thought we was going to have a good game. Your fans are all smiling and laughing, blood. You know what I'm saying? That man are just happy for a day out, bro. When Rossinha loses the game, I'll still be running Rossinha prop. Back the man, them people. Now, not all skin folk are kinfolk, blood. You should know that already, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Martinelli could go down for that, you know. To be fair, you don't want to actually rate that. Look at the press from Martinelli. Look at the press. Just forced the keeper into that. Look, kicked it straight out. You side man, bruv. You bald pussy. Robert Sanchez looking like Jerome Miller after the fight and that, blood. Who's the racismo McTominay? Who is that? Eze? Oh, the ball's just bouncing around everywhere, blood. Good press from Trossard. Oh, Enzo. Cole Palmer coming forwards. Good block from Rice. We've got to get that passing right. We get that passing right, we could be in for a goal. Do you mean we should have found Martinelli earlier? Dead touch from that Josh Ute, like whoever he is. So any NBA player on the pitch. They're going to look for a cross into the box now. I think they've got to use Palmer though. Palmer kind of making himself available, but they're not using him. Eze's just bottled that challenge again. Eze's bottled that challenge for absolutely no reason whatsoever. He's the ball's there to be won, and he just pulls out the challenge, bro. Where in the Bible does it say thou shalt not clamp a man, blood? Big man thing, like what's going on here? Again here, Enzo's coming forwards. Look at Eze. Look at Eze. Where's the press? Just letting them pass the ball. Letting them pass the ball. Letting them pass the ball. Trossard tries to get it clear. Chelsea have still got it. They're knocking on the door. Caicedo with a cross. It's blocked by Trossard. I'm very, very, very unhappy with this Eze performance. I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you, bro. We're at that point in the game now. It's not even a question of talent, bro. Samson and you, man. That's what I'm saying. The game is almost done. Right now, the question is just work rate. He made one interception there. Good decision. But the game's won now almost entirely by work rate. It's not a question of talent. It's just who's going to work harder for this. Go. Find Martinelli, Rice. Rice, find Martinelli. Rice overhit it. Diddy. Martinelli's going. Robert Sanchez is going. Yeah, Rice overhit that pass still. It's annoying. Nah, I don't think so, bro. You never know, bro. You never know. Man can't say the game's won already, bro. I say they have a cross and it's going to go for a corner. No, it's not. Hincapié is there. That should be the game now. They're going to add the time on, though. These men, bro, Arsenal, bro, the centre backs are celebrating. The game's still going, you know, because the ref might add this time on. You can't believe this shit team is in the final, bro. If we're shit and we're in the final, what's that for you, man? You man couldn't even qualify for this. Trossard, be sensible. Be sensible. There we go. Rice. Nice. Havertz. 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 Ah! Havertz out the death. The last kick of the game. The last kick of the game. Ah! Yes. Yes. The fortress. The Emirates is a fortress again, blood. It's a fortress again, bro. It's a fortress again. AT, talk to me. AT, talk. No, you're not safe. You're not safe. It's dangerous. Dangerous. It's dangerous, bro. It's dangerous. No, you're not safe. Come here. Come to the front of the stage. Come to the stage. Come to the stage. Do you know what I'm saying? Kai Havertz, bro. What are you saying? Dead baller and all this kind of stuff. What are you talking about? And to be honest with you, I'm so happy for Kai Havertz. I'm so happy. I felt like I wouldn't have felt good in my soul. You know, a lot of people talk about how shit the football is that we play. I wouldn't have felt good in my soul if we left this game 0-0. I just don't think it should be 0-0 in a cup semi-final, right? But that ball has been on. I tell you what, as happy as Martinelli's going to be, that ball has been on for Martinelli about 5 times. It's been on for him 5 times. And this is what I'm talking about. This here, what we've just done there, and I know it doesn't matter. I know Chelsea threw loads of players up and stuff like that. But this is what I'm talking about when I say we've got to have the instinct in the game to know when a team is pressing us aggressively to when we can go and hit. The ball has been on for Martinelli 3 or 4 times. We just kept playing for territory, playing for territory, playing for territory. Do you know what I'm saying? How y'all celebrate this dead football? Bro, you must have started watching football 5 years ago because I've seen Man United win shit quality 1-0 semi-finals in my life and celebrate them. At the end of the day, this is a cup semi-final, bro, regardless of whether it's an ugly win or whatever it is, and it's full time now as well. This is a cup semi-final, bro. Who doesn't celebrate winning a cup semi-final? Who doesn't? And like I said at the beginning of the game, Arsenal, we have a very good record at Wembley. Even in our banter years when we weren't very good, once we got to Wembley, it wasn't a wrap, but we have a very good record at Wembley. Do you know what I'm saying? So now, Nick, why should I be mad though? The owners briefed and said this competition didn't mean anything. Man started Delap and Enzo. He started Enzo in the midfield, to be fair. At halftime, we weren't chatting shit about Enzo, but Delap was dead. He started Delap right wing. That was just horrible. The thing is, when you say if this Brer is sacked tomorrow, I couldn't care less. The reality is, you know, and I know, and we know he ain't getting sacked tomorrow. So that's irrelevant because he ain't getting sacked. He ain't going nowhere, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? Man said not like that. Hey, Ahmad, how long have you been watching Man United play football? How long have you been watching Manchester United play football? I want to know. I genuinely want to know because man act like they always played sensational football all the time. It's cap. It's cap, bro. Like I'm genuinely curious to know, like when did you start watching football? I really, really do want to know when you started watching football. Man said they're not like us. Yeah, that's cool. Like I say, bro, these United gal, these United gal, that's what I'm gonna start calling them now. You United gal. These United gal standing outside the club saying that club looks shit anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Copium blood. Copium sounds like the name of the kind of club. These men are standing outside blood. They're not in a club. Do you know what I'm saying? We're in the club. I'm in the club with a couple bottles and a couple bitches, and you man are outside the club saying, "Oh, see that Nick guy? And bottles ain't even all that. Them gal ain't even all that." But you're just in the car with your brethren outside, playing Radio 1 Extra, listening to Charlie Sloth and that. Do you know what I mean? It don't make sense. Do you know what I'm saying? Even when we won the Europa League with Pogba, we scumbagged it. 100%. That's what I'm saying, bro. Man, don't watch football. Do you know what I'm saying? Trophies are trophies. Manchester United has a very impressive record of winning trophies in history of football. 100%. It's amazing. You lot are great at that. But the idea, you might have a spell under Sir Alex where you played unbelievable football and the brand was built off of that. Same as Arsenal. Arsenal had the early Wenger years where the brand was built off of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we had Graham before that, but the mega boom of football to international audiences was during that Fergie Wenger years, and everyone got the TV rights, and then it went into Joga Bonita and all these icons and that. Back in the day, man used to sing 1-0 to the Arsenal. Arsenal were known as big, rough, tough, aggressive, horrible to break down 1-0 football. That's what we've always been known as. Man move Amish. You know, Amish people, man move Amish. Do you know what I'm saying? They pick a certain point in history, same as most Christians, to be fair, but that's a different video, OnlyFacts Extra. They pick a certain time of history and pretend that time of history is all of history. It's not. It's not, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The Man United have not just played beautiful football all the time, and a lot of Man United successes back when football was fucking shit, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You man was a racismo club. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. Listen, we made weapons to fight against the Nazis, innit? That's all I know. That's all I know, blood. What did you man do? I mean, the Chelsea pensioners, blood. We ran the racismo out of the club long before you man did. But 18, we're gonna have, when I see you face to face, we're gonna have this conversation because we're gonna argue about this forever. Do you know what I'm saying? Scumbags run the world. What makes you think they don't win cups, bro? 100%. When man talk about Mourinho and all this kind of stuff, bro, man are praising his defensive record. Mourinho's a genius, bro. Don't get me wrong. Mourinho's insane. Do you know what I'm saying? But man praise his defensive record. Oh, his defensive record, his defensive record, his defensive record. When it's a different team, it's a problem. Do you know what I'm saying? So what we talking about? We signed the first black player in England. Is that true? I thought it was Tottenham that signed the first black player in England. Don't make me Google this now and you be lying. Bro, if I Google this and you're lying, bro, according to Google, Arthur Wharton is widely considered the first black player in the 1800s. He played for Preston North End. So I don't know what information you're working on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like what do you know what I mean? To be honest, you can't beat City in the final. We definitely can. If they, first of all, when City were very good and we were very shit, we still beat City in the final. So, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's so definitely in first black player. Nah. That would make sense. There's been black players since before the Premier League era, so that wouldn't make any sense. Yo, AT is making stuff up for proper. Nah, man, there. Please come and gather around and watch AT making stuff up. Man is making stuff up. Why are you making stuff up, bro? No. Paul Cannaville was the first black player to play for Chelsea, but he wasn't the first black player to play. He made his debut in 1982. I think Tottenham had one long before that. Long before that. I'm sure Tottenham had one. So yours was 1982. Yeah, Walter Tull was a black player that played for Tottenham Hotspur in 1909. In 1909. And Arsenal had one in 1972. You lot were way late. You're actually not doing yourself a good. You're doing yourself a disjustice. You man were 10 years after us. 10 years after us, and I know that because the first black player to play for Arsenal was Brendan Bastion, who is from Grenada. He's Grenadian heritage, and obviously that's where I'm from. So I actually know that off the top of my head. So you man, with your AT is making up bare random stats. Man is making up bare random stuff. That's we have the first black player to play in England. False. That was the first black player to play in the Premier League. False. The Premier League started in 1992. There was already black players when the Prem was invented. Les Ferdinand are never playing before the Premier League, so that wouldn't make any sense. Man is just outright lying. Oh man, lying. Like, is this what happens when you lose the semi-final? Is this what happens when you lose the semi-final? When you watch Delap on the right wing for 65 minutes? Is this what happens, bro? Man, just start making stuff up. Man, just start making stuff up, bro. I can't believe this, bro. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Luck and see, this is why it's important. This is why it's important to know your black history, bro. This is why it's important. You man's, in fact, 80, yours bad, yeah? You man's first black player was in 1982. Do you know how late that is? That's an argument against you. That's an Preston North End had black players before you. You know what I'm saying? What? You might be the last. You might be the last. You might be the last player. Do you know what I'm saying? The last team. Do you know what I'm saying? Tottenham, Liverpool had a player in 1977. Bro, I'm getting every club. I'm getting every club, bro. I'm getting every club. Man United, 1963. Man City, 1965. You lot were the last of the big six. Of the big six, you man were the last. Of the big six, you man were the last team to sign a black player. You're by far the last. And there were black players all through the 60s and all through the 70s. And you didn't sign a black player until 1982, bro. What's man talking about? What is man talking about? And then you're trying to make up for it in 2026 by signing every and any random black brother that you see on the road. Come on, man. Yo, man can't chat to me about black history, you know. Man can't chat to me about black history, you know. I swear down, bro. I swear down. I'm not even doing a match reaction. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't, first black fighter to win a no, bro. This is like AT saying the first black fighter to win a title was David Hay. Like, bro, what? You're so far off. You're so far off. I'm gonna click this up I'm not even gonna click this up to put on the channel. I'm just gonna click this up to watch in my own time when I'm in a bad mood. I was gonna watch this bit. First black manager. This man's got to Chat GPT and said, "Create me propaganda to prove we're not racist." Like, what is going on, bro? What is going on? What are we doing here? Oh my god! Then we got Ahmad telling me Arsenal can't beat City when Arsenal have been better than City this season, both in the league, in the Champions League, and the last time we were at Wembley in a final, we beat City, and that was the team that finished 8th. The last time we were at Wembley in a final, we played a title-winning City team, and our team finished 8th, and we still beat City. Do you know what I'm saying? So the idea that we can't beat City is laughable. We've been better than them this season. We've been better than them all season. Why would we believe that we can't beat City in a one-off final? Where's that logic come from? Do you know what I'm saying? I ain't even black, you know. Big up that. I know you're not. That's why it's extra funny. That's why this is like this, that's why I'm busting up so because I know you're not even black. So it's just like, bro, extra bad. But do you know what it is? It's a guilty conscience, bro. It's a guilty conscience, bro. This is like meeting a girl's dad and he's tried to make rice and peas, but he's made sticky rice with green peas. It's like, bruv, you might have overcompensated. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Bro, I don't have to Google nothing, bro. I know about Rude Hullet, bro. I'm a big man, you know. I know about Rude Hullet, bro. I didn't. You'll notice I read it and didn't argue. I didn't argue with you. I did not argue with you. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't argue with you, but I do know that man man bought bananas to throw at to throw at Drogba on his debut game in that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So it don't matter, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. You man, you man, fucking kill me, bro. You man, kill me, bro. This is getting. I've got black friends level, bro. Facts, bro. Facts. Man's just throwing like any black anything, bro. Man's throwing like anything, bro. He's like, well, I eat habanero peppers. It's like, bro, they're from Mexico, man. They're not even from our country. What are you talking about, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man's moving mad, bro. Man's moving like all my friends are African, but they're South African. Like, bro, what are you on? Like, what are you on? See, here's the thing. When man want to talk about now, sometimes when Arsenal are doing shit and we're talking about the project we're building, but man, I want to talk about that. Man, I want to talk about what are you doing now? What are you doing right now? Then when Arsenal is doing good now, man, want to talk about the history. But back in the day, yeah, Cole Palmer and that, bro. I can't believe what I'm seeing from man, bro. The head loss is real. The head loss is real, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, F Texter? Man, want to talk about back in the day. Do you want to talk about back in the day or do you want to talk about now? What one do you want to talk about? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I got man at a fifth. I got man at a fifth telling me I wouldn't be happy to be in the cup final with this bad football. What? You were in a cup final last year and played worse football and lost to Tottenham. So are you talking to us? How are you talking to us? We're in a cup final. I can't celebrate my team being in the cup final. That's a cool Man United fans to get their permission. You better on budge. We just beat our London rivals in a cup semi-final. Of course, I'm going to celebrate. And we didn't need to score, but we dunked on them anyway. That's what's extra banner. Like we didn't have to score. There was nothing in it for us to score that goal. Havertz bust a gut to get up there, dribble the ball around Robert Sanchez in the bar head. Do you know what I'm saying? And slot it home anyway, just because, like. Oh man. Oh man. Do you know what it is, yeah, with scoring that last minute goal, yeah. Man can say, yeah, like, wait, did we beat Chelsea in the league as well? I know one we drew. What was the other bruv, what was the league result? Have we played you lot twice already? What was the league result? Let me double check. Oh no, we play you again in March, and we drew to you, man. All right, cool. I was gonna say, man might be able to say we beat you. I was gonna say, man might be able to say we beat you 3 times in a fucking season, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's twice, bro. We beat you twice. So when we play you in March, advantage Arsenal, blood, because we beat you twice, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So Chelsea, ever since they sold all their flavorful attackers, have died, bro. Bro, this is what I'm saying. Like these man got rid of black players that had talent just to sign just for some diversity hires, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro. You might have done diversity hires because you signed one amount of black youths and they're shits, bro. You used to have black youths that were good and on stuff. Now you got black youths that are dead, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Didn't mean that, but it was a boring game. I don't care, bro. I had fun. Like I actually like. Do you know what I'm saying? DIFC. I lie, bro. DIFC in that, bro. You got Matisse as your manager. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, bro. Man, I've had a fucking blast, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Now it's Neto, Garnacho, and Delap. I lie, bro. You might as well stick a O on that, blood. Man, like Delapo, bro. Neto, Garnacho, Delapo, Caicedo, Enzo, bare O's, blood. Bare O's, blood. Bare O's, blood. That's all you're getting this season, bro. The O's, bro. Caicedo and Garnacho and Sanchezo and Liam Rossinio and all their man, bro. Just bare O's at the back, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Just bare O's. That's what it is, bro. We saw some Kazakh bro from Kairat, bare cultures round. I had a nice time waiting for the game. Yeah, facts. Me and F Tex had a great time. Do you know what I'm saying? We had a great time, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro. Bro, I've seen Chelsea fans like not wanting a war in a country where man are dying. They don't want the war to end so that they can keep making money to pay for their club. Man, I've seen Chelsea fans saying, "Bring back my man." I'm like, bro, you know my he's up for war criminal charges. They're like, I don't care. I'm like, nah, jeez, man. If Arsenal's gonna win a prem, but we have to have a war criminal owning the club, I would. Cat, bro, what? Cat, are you sure? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do it? Go on Twitter and search "bring back my man." What's his name? Him. Go on Twitter and look it up, bro. I see man saying, bring him back. Bring him back. I don't want to win prems if it means that a bunch of innocent people have to die. But you lot, your club, yeah, Abramovich, yeah, bro, bring back Abramovich, bro. With his KD, bro. Man on budget. Chelsea would sell their club to Netanyahu, you know. Facts. But 100%, they're gonna say 80 is gonna say they wouldn't. They would, bro. If Netanyahu wanted to buy that club, do you know what I'm saying? It's long. Do you know what I mean? If any owner is on the Epstein list, it's Ted Boney, bro. 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? He's running a fucking island in West London with them youths he's got over there, blood. Just bare random unknown youths at that club, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? And like Bodie Island and that, bruv. What's man talking about? What am man talking about? Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Click, click, vote in the poll, vote in the poll, bro. Because man is saying to me, "Oh, why is there no option for no trophies, bro? We're not winning no trophies. That's why, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not winning no trophies, blood. That's why. That's why, bruv. Simple as that. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, bruv. No, I can't lie. The way they took Roman's money was crazy. He gave the government like free bill for Ukraine, and the money never went through. Starmer's because he's still signing with Abramovich. He's still signing with Abramovich. You guys, you got guys on road talking about leaderboards in Beckham when Abramovich was top by far. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Man, them like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm shooting the podcast with Shane tomorrow. We're going to be back on Saturday. Arsenal playing the Prem on Saturday, and we got boxing in the evening as well. So we're around. We're around. You know what I'm saying? As for Chelsea, they ain't about no more. They ain't about no more. If you ain't from London, you might not know them ones, but I do my job. Do you do your job? Do you do your job? Do you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Do you do your job? Arsenal in the final. Arsenal back at Wembley, blood. Back at Wembley, bro. And we don't really lose at Wembley either. We don't really lose finals at Wembley. We're going to talk... Wait. Hey, going to talk about that. I said he's the worst dad in the history of boxing. He's the... Bro, yeah, trust me. We did our job. We did our job, F Texas. Say no more, man. I'm going to see you, man, on Saturday. Peace and love every time. AT commiserations, my bro.